Howdy ho, friends and foes. Welcome back to today's episode of the JOWP podcast. I can't do this, dude. It always throws me off.
You don't need it on, Tyler. You know that, right?
I guess not.
I mean,
I just
like
I
if
don't want
audio
the
cuts
audio.
out, we'll see it on that thing.
It happened during Chicken Coop when I was editing it. It like there was times where it just cut out. It
just cut out.
It was just like no audio for like 20 seconds. I was like, bleh.
And that was on like an individual mic or all of them?
All of them. Like the entire system just cut off audio.
Even if the sound cuts off, I don't know if it's gonna show it there.
It's
still gonna pick up us just talking.
Should it?
No, it would show up that there's nothing coming in on there.
It would show up.
But like if we're just like chit chatting, we're not thinking about it, then it could happen, you know?
Nah,
It throws me off.
He doesn't like it.
Yeah.
He can't comprehend the past and the future at the same time.
Well, it'd be fine if it was like a little bit of difference, but it's like a quarter of a second.
Quarter of a second, yeah.
And it just throws me off. Like, if it was like a full like second or
like
two,
that.
I could just keep talking through it.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that it's like I'm at the end of the word and it's playing back the beginning of the word. So then I end up stumbling over the words because it's like I'm not ready for that to be there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it either. I already tried and it throws me off as well.
For sure.
But I guess Requise got it today. He'll let us know if.
Yeah. Jamal Requise.
Coach Jamal.
He's chill like that, bro. He's always looking after us. Why are you staring at him?
He's just staring at the ceiling. He's like spaced out. He's just.
He's gotta focus up. You remember how
He's locked in. He's making sure the audio's quality's good.
True.
But I figured, if all three of us are going to be on this episode, sans Gabe, what's something that we could all talk about for a little bit? And I feel like Pokemon is just an easy layup for us because we're all, at least Deven and I really into Pokemon and you kind of like Pokemon.
Yeah.
So I figured that'd be something that we could talk about for a little bit. With the obvious question, best generation.
I mean, you already know my stance.
I'm biased with this generation.
I'm also biased.
As am I.
X and Y.
X and Y?
Yeah.
You mean black and white? Gen
No.
5?
X and Y.
You're changing your stance on
No.
I almost think you've never said X and Y in your life. I know you dirty
Mega
bastard.
Evos.
That's a damn lie.
I think X and Y is only carried by Mega Evos.
Mega Evos and then like graphics.
Yeah, and it's also like aesthetically,
It's
it's aesthetically pleasing region.
I also do enjoy the plot of X and Y.
What was the plot of X and Y?
You're following this guy who like wants to resurrect this Pokemon that he had like 1,000 years ago or something, and the Pokemon's dead.
I thought that was
destroying
black
the
and
world
white.
for the one Pokemon.
That was X and Y. Black and White is about like civil rights of like Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like do Pokemon have rights?
Yeah, because
No, Black and White. The big thing was like it was
a
law versus justice. What was it?
What are you talking about?
Because the Zekrom and Reshiram represented like two different ideals.
Yeah, it's
the duality
Yin
of
and Yang?
ideals.
Yeah, it's like one. I think one is like ideal, and one's like
Justice.
no. I can look it up real quick. Boy, I'll keep
Because I thought it was like one of them follows like law, and then one of them follows like what's just.
I always thought it was yin and yang, peace and chaos.
No.
I mean that's just like surface level, yeah. Because Zekrom and Reshiram represent yin and yang.
Oh, it's truth and ideals.
Truth and ideals. Okay, yeah. That's what
yeah,
it was.
Zekrom's the hero of ideals, and Reshiram's the
Hero of truth.
Yeah, hero of truth.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The better question is, when did Pokemon start going downhill?
I've always said after X and Y.
After X and Y, yeah. Once they remade remade Ruby Sapphire, it just kind of went downhill.
I never played the remakes of. To this day, I still never played Gen 3, and I didn't play the remakes. So I was like, I never played.
I've played all the generations, but I've never finished 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
I've just played them.
Yeah, Sun and Moon was a little weird.
I did enjoy Sun and Moon though.
Yeah.
I found it was fun.
I didn't hate it by any means. I definitely loved the Pokédex. The Pokédex is really good.
Sun and Moon?
Sun and Moon has a really good Pokédex.
What did it have? I've never played Pokédex.
It has like maybe like Golisopod in it. That's what I remember.
Yeah, I did like the.
It had your favorite Pokemon.
It's not my favorite Pokemon. But
I did like the region though. I thought the layout, like the map and the way the region was very.
Yeah, you'd like fly island to island.
Because I remember it was like Hawaii. There was no gyms. It was all.
It was trials.
Trials, yeah.
Yeah,
that's like the only thing I knew
weird
about it. But, so you know how there's BDSP? You think that's a good like gateway to get people into Pokemon?
No.
Instead of like Sword and Shield and Scarlet Violet?
No, I'd say the best gateway is honestly anything Gen 5, like Fire Red, which is technically Gen 3. So Fire Red, Soul Silver, and then I'm not a big fan of Ruby Sapphire, for being honest. It's like okay.
Really?
But then Diamond Pearl, and then Black White. Because like once you get into the newer stuff, it'd be fine for like kids because it's very handholdy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't personally like the handholdy aspect because then it feels like you're not playing an adventure game. It feels like you're just like solve the next task. Even though that is what Pokemon is.
Yeah.
At least in like the earlier gens, it felt like you were actually doing something. Like you have to go figure out what the next thing is.
Yeah, because basically going off of what you were saying, like I think X and Y. Actually, no, it was Black and White. Was like the last. I think it was Black and White 2 was the last game where I had that feeling of like, where the fuck do I go next? Because like the game doesn't tell you where to go.
I did with X and Y after like the third gym when you're in. I think it's Lysander City. It's the big circle.
Yeah, it's the big circle.
And it's like no, you have to go to that gym in the middle. Because they tell you like, oh yeah, the gym is the Eiffel Tower thing right there in the middle. You're like, okay, I have to go there. But every pathway you went down, some construction worker like, lights are out. You can't go down this way.
Go down this way.
It's like, where the fuck do I go?
I don't.
And then I was like, oh, you have to actually go on this route. Go like raid this team. Plasma? Go raid this like Team Plasma base and then come back and then the lights are on now.
I don't know, like
Team Plasma X and Y or the Team Plasma?
No, Plasma's
Black and White. I think it was they're red. Flare. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because you gotta like go to like the power plant.
Yeah.
You have to find the key.
Yeah, you have to like,
find the key.
I remember
in the desert.
I randomly did it. I was like, oh, I have a key, and then I went to the place.
This is before I like, because honestly, up to this point, all key items that I had, I didn't use any of them except for my map and my bike. I used no other key items unless it like I clicked this. I was like, "Do you want to use this item?" I'm like, "Yes." Like, I never used it, and apparently there's a dowsing machine that tells you where the keys are.
Oh yeah,
it is
the dowsing machine.
And it tells you.
Oh, that's like the item finder, right?
But he gives it to you like when you first go into the desert, I think, and then it's like you have to go find the key. But I was like, don't need this shit.
Bro, I mean, when I got the dowsing machine, I forgot I had it until like late in the game, and I was like, oh, this is an end game item that I've just been holding on to. So once I finished the entire game, I was using the dowsing rod.
Really? I always knew I had it because I think that's the only way to find the Mega Stones. Because like the Mega Stones.
I don't think so.
I didn't use them.
What?
Yeah, I never looked for the Mega Stones.
You never Mega Ultra Pokemon?
No,
I just bought
that's the coolest.
Unless like I was already given the Mega Stone by like a character, I never went out looking for Mega Stones.
I don't think you're given them.
Yeah, I didn't ever look for. I just bought it. I went to the
you
casino.
can buy Mega Stones.
Oh yeah,
you went to the casino and then you could I just like gambled and I got a lot of money, so then I bought it.
Really, you can find all the Mega Stones in the in-game map because there's
I just bought it
because the way the game mechanic works. You know the giant crystal,
Pay to win.
Yeah, he paid. I didn't know you could do that, but there's a giant crystal if you remember
in the little town.
And you can only find these crystals at a certain time of day, like when the sun is falling. In real life, have you mind? So that's kind of cool. I kind of like it when Pokemon does shit like that, and like the sky's like kind of like a darkish like orange.
Yeah.
And then like you have the dowsing machine, and then you can find like the Mega Stones.
I'll be honest with you, some Pokemon that had Mega Evolutions, I did not know until I was playing Pixelmon.
That's crazy.
Because like I said, I never looked for them. I didn't even know there's a casino in Black and White.
That's like the main
not Black
feature.
and White, in X and Y.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, because I remember the professor, when you're getting your first starters again, the second starters, he gives you a Mega Stone for whatever Pokemon you got. And I was like, oh snap, my Charizard can Mega Evolve. And I think that was like the only one that I could Mega Evolve. And Lucario.
Well, yeah, because they give you those.
Yeah,
I think
and
Lucario and the Gen 1 starters, you're giving them Mega Stones.
Those were the only two Mega Stones I had. Because I never had any others.
But like for me though, like the only one I was, because I was getting into competitive Pokemon with X and Y.
Yeah.
So then it was like
here.
I was in the online scene.
Mm-hmm.
So like you could only have one Mega Evolution in the game, like the entire match. So I just threw it on my Gardevoir. So I was balancing items. So I didn't really have a need. Once I got a Gardevoir right, I didn't have a need for any other Mega Stone. Because I would just throw something else on them, like Choice Specs or Leftovers or whatever.
I feel that. I think I mainly Mega Evolved my Tyranitar.
Yeah.
And I think I had Lucario. Like, I like having most of them just in case I did need to swap out like a team member for like whatever reason if I'm going for.
Yeah, I mean like Lucario was on my team, so you're given the Lucario with a Lucario egg.
Yeah, you
So
are.
then I was like, chill. And I also had, I think my main team did have Charizard as well. And you got the Charizardite too. So it's like the Pokemon, I do have Pokemon on my team that I'm already given the Mega Stone for. So I'm Gucci.
I just remembered a problem with Pokemon, at least for me. So I've said this to you guys. I don't know if I've said this on the podcast. I didn't read whenever I would play games.
You read now.
I don't read now. I would be given a text box and I'd just skip, and I'll be like, all right, let's move. So sometimes even with items, I'll be like, what is this for? like let's say like a key was like, oh, you use it to open this building over here. I'd just be like, key. Now I'll go to every place where I remember that was locked, and I'll just start walking around.
Well, the thing is, like, if you can always go back and like click on the item, or not do that. You click on the item tells you like what it is.
We can also like talk to the person too. They're like, hey, go meet me at this building.
I know who to talk to.
The person that you talk to.
Like 2 seconds ago.
I would be like, da, 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 and
he's like, and he just stands there, and
he just teleports away.
Where'd you go? I didn't know where you went.
Yeah,
or not like no object like permanent.
Because he would be like
talking to me, so I can talk to him.
Because he would be like, I'll meet me in this city. Or like whatever city, I know because that's what they say.
Oh yeah, they like walk away.
I just skip through all of it and then he's gone, and I'll be like,
okay, yeah.
I wonder who that was.
See, that's one thing I didn't like about Sun and Moon is that in the bottom it would show you a map. I did like the constant map feature, the constant real time map feature.
That was cool.
That was
like
cool.
that, yeah.
I did like that, but I didn't like the fact that it was like a flag and it's like, hey, go here. This spot, this right here, go to this spot, go inside this building. Okay, now go here.
I don't like that either.
I didn't like that.
Because I didn't like, they had it for Sword and Shield, and I didn't like that.
Yeah, it's way too handholdy.
I remember that Sword and Shield.
Yeah, because they would be like, go to this town. And it'll be like just a flag.
A flag. It's like, go here.
And plus, the map for Sword and Shield sucks.
It's just a line. It's literally just
linear.
It's linear.
So I'm eventually gonna go there anyways. So there's no point of putting a flag there.
Most of my merits for Sword and Shield, I kind of threw out my mind because that whole game was so forgettable.
To be fair,
there's some.
To
cool
be fair, like
things
to give props where it's due, Sword and Shield with the overall Pokemon sprites 8. They ate with the Pokemon being in the open world. Yes, they absolutely ate. Being able to see what's there and pick and be able to avoid if you wanted to. Like, that was an absolute dubski in my opinion.
Yeah, it was fun. Like, the first week I played it. And now I'm seeing the same Pokemon over and over. Like, nothing changed.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, there's
it's
a
crazy
Golurk.
when you randomize it, though.
I know you could randomize it.
Yeah, it's
you can randomize
possible, but
everything.
I don't know, like, how it's done. Don't they have to jailbreak the...
No, you can just get the game, get your SD... So you download the game file onto your SD card for, like, your Switch or your DS. And then you put it into your computer, put it through the Pokemon randomizer. Like, you drag the file off the SD card into the Pokemon randomizer, and then you randomize it, put it back, and then you upload from that file into the on the Switch, and it's completely randomized.
I always wondered how.
Because I did that with my X and Y game, so my DS X and Y game is randomized.
I don't know. That's cool.
Yeah.
I know you could do
it. It completely changes the game. It's so cool.
I bet it does. But
I also got like something like called Citrus or whatever for my computer. It's an application, so I run 3DS games.
Okay.
So that I can just randomize the ROM and then. But it's not like illegal. I have the actual games. I downloaded the game files and then I put them on my computer, copied them, and then randomized that. So I have a self-made ROM. So it's legal. Nintendo, it's legal.
We're doing.
I bought the game.
But the Nintendo ninjas in here breaking into our house.
But like, I just wanted them to know, like, I'm not downloading some random ROM off the internet. It's my game that I bought. It's my IP.
With my money, I gave you money.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
But I know me and Eduardo answered. But what's your favorite region, Tyler? Because I know me and Eduardo
purely nostalgic. Gen 4 Platinum.
Yeah, because you were.
I started in Platinum.
Before,
that was
Platinum
was my very first Pokemon game ever.
Do you like BDSP?
I didn't like the remake.
No, because it's a carbon copy.
It's a carbon copy with like updated graphics, I guess. But the 8-bit, if you're gonna go chibi, 8-bit looks better. But then you're gonna go to like a 3D chibi.
Yeah,
it looks like ass. It looks like they're midgets running around. I'm like, what is on my screen right now? And like, they also got rid of like. I was really hoping that they would have like kept like mega evolutions and things like that, because like if you're gonna continue with the theme, technically BDSP is Gen 9, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like you should have the mechanics of the previous generations, and I just got so I get pissed off when there's no megas, because I'm like after Gen 6. I think there's no more megas.
Well, yeah, because like you said, like with the remake was Omega Ruby and Sapphire, they had
megas of like.
So yeah,
through that game.
So I don't know what the gimmick was in Gen 9. Was that Dynamaxing?
Dynamaxing, yeah.
I mean, I guess. Well,
Dynamaxing was
technically.
Well, Sword and Shield was Z moves. No, Sword and
No,
Sun and
Sun
Moon
Moon
was
was
Z
Z
moves.
moves.
That was the gimmick.
Mm.
And then Sword and Shield was Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing. And then like, I don't even know what the gimmick is for the new games. Let me give it a buck with you.
Crystallization.
Oh, Terrestrializing. That's right. I forgot.
I love Terrestrializing.
That, like-
Terrestrializing is so cool.
that
That
was
was kind of
my brain.
cool though.
no, like
Changing the type of a Pokemon is kind
You
of
know-
cool.
you understand how
I think
cool
it's
it
kind
is?
of cool. I wish it would have added a type and not made a pure monotype.
Like a triple type?
Like a
It'd be a
triple
triple
type?
typing.
No,
Yes.
broken that.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
single typing alone is broken alone. Because like y'all don't play Shonen like I do. Like changing your single type, absolutely broken. Having a triple type, you
I
know
just
how many
wanted it to be a
resistances-
triple type.
You know what resistances you would have with the
Do you know
triple?
how many like?
Imagine like a
but-
steel dragon type and then
But think
adding
about how many
something.
cancels out though. Like,
Imagine
you're adding another
imagine a steel
weakness.
dragon and adding ghost on
It's
top
just a
of that.
wall
Like,
to an immovable object at that point, no?
yeah.
With how much you're doing at that point?
I mean, it's just more math.
yeah.
But there'd be some broken combinations. Like,
Yeah, there would be, and there always is. Like
There
there
was
is for Mega Evolutions too.
no, there definitely is, but
Like-
there's a balance. There's not a balance. Like I'm trying to think of like a god trio you could have.
What's the balance for like Gigantamaxing? They can one shot your Pokemon.
Not always.
No, but they can do a lot of damage, cause or area effects, and stat boost all in the same turn, guaranteed.
Yeah.
And all your attacks do like half damage. So it's
Trick
like
room.
that is a technically that is
I
a
think Trick Room is
broken
it.
that is a broken mechanic.
no, it is. I didn't follow the
Competitive scene?
the competitive scene during that generation, so I don't know how they got around it. But I think there is a time limit. And I think there is ways around
3
it.
turns.
3 turns, yeah.
The best way around it is like if you absolutely cannot switch out and you can't fight it, it's just protect, substitute, protect.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way around it. Because then that guarantee gets rid of 3 moves.
Yeah,
Or go for the shady double protect.
makes sense. But yeah, I was gonna say because like I would say your platinum choice, good choice. Because I am an avid. I don't hate Gen 4, but I think Gen 4 is overrated in the sense that people usually talk about like platinum, pearl and diamond. I'm like, no, those
No one gets
those,
past a platinum,
yeah,
bro.
those 2 games, they're low key ass.
They're
because
like a 6. I give them like a 6.5.
and I say that because the Pokedex is kind of lacking,
Yeah.
and the fact that everyone's team is the exact same. I can go up to Timmy and say, "Hey, what's your team?"
The only difference is like your starter.
Yeah, I can ask him, "What's your team?" And he's like, "Staraptor,
He's like,
Lucario,
Lucario, Staraptor,
Luxray,
whatever my starter, Luxray.
like maybe Roseray." Like, there's no creativity in the team making when it comes to like Gen 4, unless you're
Bidoof,
playing Platinum.
HM Slave.
I'm saying, bro.
Let's just Platinum.
Bidoof.
Platinum has a more like full out Pokedex
I also
than those
like
two.
Platinum's in-game more with Giratina and the
I love Gary.
is it the mirror dimension or the dark dimension?
The dark
it's-
dimension.
I think
The-
it's
whatever it's
Reverse
called.
dimension?
because
Something
he's
like
like
Ruin dimension.
I think
No.
I don't know. It's because I think he's
Something with an R.
antimatter. That's what.
Yeah,
he
but you know what I mean.
controls.
It's like the flipped version of the world.
Yeah.
It's like the underground of Pokemon, and it's just so cool having to like go through like this like the lake trio, having
Yeah,
to
that's
like deal
cool.
those, and then having to go to the mirror world.
Yeah, that's super cool.
It's such a cool in game.
Garetina's my favorite legendary, so I love that.
Yeah, he was amazing. I didn't even know he had a different form either, like a primal form.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you didn't know about the feet and
the
then
snake
like the
form, no.
really?
I didn't know about that.
I didn't
Because
even-
when I played the game, I got Giratina. I was like, yes. I
Yeah,
got
I
Giratina.
got it.
And it took so long for me to catch him because once you go in, I don't think you can leave until you beat Giratina.
Mhm.
I don't think you're allowed to leave.
No, you're
I'm
not.
pretty
don't
sure.
know.
Like when you go back to where you were, I don't think there's like a portal that lets you leave. I could be wrong.
You have to catch
I could have just
Giratina.
been a kid. You have to catch him or beat him, right?
Catch him,
The
yeah.
problem is I had like I didn't realize that, so I went in there and I was gonna run back and get Pokeballs. I had like 20 regular Pokeballs, and that's it. So then like I saved the game because every time before like a big fight, I'll save the game. And I saved the game, and then I went to go fight him. And I was like, let's catch this fucker. And then like I couldn't catch him. I was like, fuck, I had 20 Pokeballs, and then I couldn't catch him. So then like I had to keep resetting the game back to that save point. It took me like 20 attempts to finally get him in. It was like the last ball too.
I kind of like those moments though.
I love
where
those
you have
moments.
like only 25 Pokeballs left.
Yeah.
You get those moments every day when you play like a Nuzlocke. Me and Tyler get those moments. I'm like,
Oh my
bruh.
god. Devin's like, I caught my Chansey. I'm like, the tentacle won't get in the ball, Devin. The tentacle will not
I
get in the
got
ball.
3 more
I got
balls.
3 more balls. Cause
In a
like
dream.
so they're playing a Nuzlocke. We're always like limited with money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, do I prioritize potions or I get Pokeballs? And we always have like 9 or 10 Pokeballs at all times.
Yeah, we always like go buy 5 Pokeballs, but buy like 10 potions. You need those potions more. Because like if you forego an encounter, there will be another encounter.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed to be another battle if you don't beat his ass right now. You need a potion. That's why Ludwig is crazy with his Nuzlocke. I was telling Deven this, Eduardo. I don't know if you watched the Ludlock. He doesn't use potions unless the other trainer uses potions.
Yeah, that's absurd.
So he never uses potions.
I can never.
And I'm like,
that.
I cannot fathom. Like, there's no wonder he loses like 100 times before he beats a Ludlock. It's insane. It's also why he hates them too, is because like
he tortures himself.
He tortures himself for no reason. It's cool. It adds another layer to like the complexity of a Nuzlocke.
Right.
But it's just insane having to go through that.
Damn.
Crazy.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever finished a Nuzlocke.
I don't think I have either, to be honest. But that's what I'm trying to hope. That's what I'm really hoping that me and Tyler. I thought I'm happy that me and Tyler are doing Nuzlocke because I can't wait to finish one and actually beat one.
Because I don't think I've ever done a solo Nuzlocke. Are we out of time? No. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done a solo Nuzlocke.
I've done a couple, but I always get like, I always end up like getting busy, and then like I always never like revisit it. I always like something always happens where I just don't revisit the
also,
Nuzlocke.
solo Nuzlocks are honestly not even that hard. But doing a soul link, that's what's really hard. Yeah. Because we cannot have a team. Because one of us inevitably gets one typing. Like, we'll have one of the similar typings. Like, there was one run, we kept getting, one of us had a psychic type every time. And then one run, we kept getting normal types. And it's like we could not put them on the team. Because if you don't know the rules of a soul link Nuzlocke, is that you can't have the same primary typing on the team of 12. It's 6 per person, so team of 12. But you can't have the same primary typing. So when a pair has one of those primary typings that you already have, you have to say, okay, now which pair do I want? You can't have them both.
Yeah, for some reason, me and Tyler are just attracted to like normal,
especially because normal is like
especially some of your old runs where you were getting soft locked from the game because you couldn't
basically
hit the enemy.
Tyler loves getting soft locked. I don't know why. The game loves soft locked.
I love finding steel types. Apparently, the game thinks that I am a steel type fighter aficionado.
It's like, oh, you got fire. Like, what was it that you had?
It's because I always say, like, if I was a monotype gym leader, I'd be a steel type monotype gym leader.
Really?
And yes. And then the game's like, you're still type monotype gym leader? All right, bet. Say less. Prove it.
Prove it. Fight all these steel types.
And then my starter for this current run, I get in a fucking Entei, dude. And then Deven's Soul Rock died.
It did die.
After I was like, Deven, I didn't catch him. I killed the Pokemon on an accident. And Deven's like, all right. Oh shit, he growled me 6 times. I do no damage.
Dude, it was so weird because like during that whole fight, my Soul Rock was always like in the yellow, and like the thing would hit it, and then like it would barely do anything. I'm like, okay, I can survive this hit, and I didn't realize my Soul Rock was slower than the Dudong, the Dudong or wherever it was, and then they crit me. I was like,
yeah, dude, yellow. That's when I'm like, critical can kill me right now.
I mean, I wasn't paying attention to the numbers, but I realized it was small enough where I'm like, I won't die this turn if I do get hit.
Yeah. That's also another thing for our Nuzlocke, is I have a lot of bad luck with landing a crit as the final blow. Like, I can hit it 2 more times, and then it's like, nah, crit. He's dead.
Yeah, Tyler's more prone to critting opponents. I'm more prone to just getting crit itself.
Dude, because I remember when you and I were doing a Nuzlocke, our problem was like going up against overpowered, just legendary Pokemon.
And we've had our fair share of Rayquazas and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like N pulling out a
like instantly he had like, because I think one of our runs, because we were doing black and white, one of our runs we said like important trainers always has 6 Pokemon. So all gym leaders, they have 6 Pokemon. All like rival battles, all like times with N, all like named Team Plasma, not just like Grunt, but like the actual named people that you fight. They all have 6 Pokemon, a full team. Because it adds another layer. But there was one time we were playing, it was like legendary.
Wait, do you know the kids from the daycare, dude?
Yeah, the twins.
Yeah. I don't even think it was the twin. It was one kid, just one kid by himself in the corner, Rayquaza. I think he died to that Rayquaza. Then I go up to him another one, Dragonair. Not Dragonair, Dragonite. What's the 3-headed dragon? Hydreigon. It hits me with Dragon Rage.
Ooh, yeah,
that was just a run killer right there. I was like, dude. I mean,
Dragon Rage is
That's why I love that Deven and I established like a couple base rules. So the first base rule is that if your Pokemon has 40 HP or less, and you get hit by a Dragon Rage and die, it doesn't count. Because that's pretty much a game breaking. You can't not avoid that. You're taking 40 damage regardless.
I think the randomizer seed too also can like disable Dragon Rage.
Yeah, but that's boring.
Can you?
Yeah, because the one at least I use can disable.
Yeah, you can. You can say like no early Wonder Guard. You can do that. You say no early Wonder Guard.
Yeah, no early Wonder Guard, because that would actually break the game.
Yeah, but like there's like that, and then also if a Pokemon has Metronome and it metronomes into a self-destructive move, it doesn't count either. And then as soon as we made that rule, like 2 minutes later, Deven, your what was your Clefairy?
Yeah, like Clefairy. You self-destruct.
You self-destruct. And Deven's like,
dodged the bullet there.
Okay.
I was like, good thing we established the rule first.
Because I always knew, because even when Tyler was using Metronome on his Mew, I was like, your Mew could just self-implode at any moment.
I had no other attacking moves. I had to do Metronome.
At any moment, this run could just be over.
That's just the gamble right there. It's like Metronome. Like, I don't know about that one.
I like Metronome. It always shows me like a move I've never heard in my life. I'm like, what is this random move?
It's like Cum Blaster. It's like, what? What is this?
Because there's so many
Mudwall.
Pokemon moves that people just don't use because they're awful. They're useless. And the Metronome's like, hey, remember this move that no one's ever heard of?
There's also some moves that are like event locked too. You can only get them from event Pokemon.
Really?
So like they're not very well known. Like there's one move that Celebi has. I forget what it's called.
Oh, talking about the singing thing?
I think I remember what it is, but I know it's event locked. You because Celebi itself was event locked.
Yeah.
So you could only get it via the event Celebi. And there's like things like that where it's like you don't know the move because it is restricted to who has access to it.
Damn, dude. You know what I just remembered right now?
Huh.
When I got into Black and White, I had a neighbor who also had just gotten Black and White and opened up the case. You know the little like code for Dratini? I remember I stole that from him.
Bruh.
'Cause I was like, oh shit. He went to go to the bathroom. I remember like opening up his case and I was like, I'm gonna take that Dratini. Cause I got my games pre-used because I'm like, that's cheaper. Pre-owned, my bad. And he was opening his up and I'm like, he won't know. He won't know if it's missing. No, he didn't. He never questioned me about it. I think he just didn't know that he could have gotten a Dratini.
Sucks.
What about a movie? Whoa. Do you guys watch the Pokemon movies?
Not really. The first one's the best though, in my opinion.
Right, I can't make that statement though.
What?
How do you make that statement? Like, I've never seen any of them, but like.
No, I've seen a couple of them, like the Darkrai one, the Lucario one. Like they're all good. It's just like the first one's the best.
I'm trying to remember because it's been so long since I've seen them, but I do fondly remember like loving the Lucario one.
Yeah, I did like the Lucario.
Is that the one where they showed like the past and it's like a Pokemon war going on? Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
And also like the Darkrai one.
That shit went hard.
I don't remember anything about the Darkrai one, but I was like, oh my god.
All I remember
nightmares.
is Darkrai. Yeah, I remember the Licky Tongue or like the evolved form of Licky Tongue. Licky. Yeah, I think someone switched bodies with him, like mind. Yeah. I can't remember what happened. I think it was Jesse, if I remember correctly, because I think Darkrai like switched like their minds. I don't know how he did that, but he did it. He's like
But what about when Pikachu, when Ash was dead, he was turned to stone, and Pikachu was like, Ash.
He's like, Pika.
What about the one movie where like Rayquaza and Deoxys are having like a showdown in the sky?
That
was kind of cool.
But what about when Mew fought Mewtwo?
That was kind of cool. When he had like his team, and then they're like Pokemon traders. Oh my god!
The movies like Pokemon, gotta catch you.
The movies are so fun to watch.
The movies are amazing. I love all the movies,
especially because those are the only times you ever see. Maybe the legendaries in the series.
No, you see the legendaries in the base
legendaries throughout.
At least
you see Ho-Oh episode 1 of the Interleague.
Yeah, you sure about that? 100%. People think it's Sparrow.
No, Ash is like with Pikachu, gets electrocuted, and then he's like, you see a Ho-Oh.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then Ash is like, what is that? And a couple episodes later, he goes to Pokemon Center. He sees like a ancient relic tile of Ho-Oh, and he's like, oh my god, what's that? And she's like, oh, that's a legendary Pokemon that oversees, like, it's like a deity, a guardian deity. And Ash's like, oh my god, I saw him.
I just remembered Pokemon Adventures, the one for Sword and Shield with the other new kid. They show Mew at the beginning. Like, of all tentacles, I always forget his name.
Yeah, Deoxys. Bradley, yeah, I said it like 2 seconds ago. Because of Quadra with Deoxys.
I was like trying to remember the name. I didn't realize.
Deoxys is pretty cool, but I'm pretty sure Deoxys is a mythical Pokemon.
He's not legendary, he's mythical.
Yeah, that's a fun fact I found out. Like, I think it was this year. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Because I always knew like Darkrai was a mythical because people always corrected me because I always said like Darkrai is my favorite legendary, but like no, technically he's a mythical. I'm like, all right, buddy, shut up.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, if they weren't on the box art, I just assumed they were mythicals.
Well, there's plenty of legendaries that aren't on box, like Heatran.
Heatran's a legendary?
Yes, sadly. I think
Really?
Trying to think of other ones. Trying to go through all the there's so many legendaries now.
Zygarde, I guess, because he never got it.
All the Reggies, they're all legendary. All the birds.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno, the dogs, because I don't think the dogs are on. Well, Suicune is. Suicune has Pokemon Crystal.
Yeah.
But the other 2 dogs, they don't have box games.
Oh yeah, because it's Lugia and
yeah, and Ho-Oh.
Yeah.
But no, there's plenty of legendary shit.
Yeah. That's
Are
right.
they legendary or are they mystical?
The dogs?
Yeah.
They're
legendary.
legendaries because they're like I mean, they're the legendary dog trio.
Yeah,
like,
the name.
the legendary bird trio.
dog trio. Or cat, or what is it then?
They're dogs, but technically, Raikou is definitely a saber-toothed tiger. That's not a dog. Like, that's the whole tiger. But
no, it's flipped. It's the cat trio, but they look like dogs. Like Entei looks like a no.
no, Entei looks like a dog.
Is it the dog? No,
They're called the dog
Entei looks like a
trio,
dog,
but
right?
in my mind, like Raikou is clearly not a dog. Suicune and Entei, they look like dogs. Raikou does not look like a dog. Am I saying his name right? Is it Raikou? Ryuk.
No, not
the deaf guy.
Right. Suicune? No, fuck.
I know Suicune
No.
or Entei. Those names are right, but
Yeah.
I think Raikou.
I think it's fine, yeah. Because the names are normally try and sound similar.
Raikou. I don't know. It just sounds weird when I said it.
Raikou.
But yeah, Raikou looks like a saber-toothed tiger.
That one.
Well,
Which one?
technically they're the beast trio.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's what they're technically called. But
The
you know,
beast.
the fandom calls them the dog trio. I'm like, they're not dogs.
Isn't that because that's what the anime said?
I don't know. I was like, neither are dogs.
The legendary trio was actually inspired by feline cats, not dogs,
Really?
There it
which is why they look like cats.
Entei does not look like a cat to me.
He looks like a lion.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I guess he looks more like those
Mastiffs. Mastiff. The
What?
big dogs.
Yeah, those. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
trying to figure what that breed was.
Like Beethoven.
Saint Bernard.
Well, that's like
the name of the breed.
It's like a mastiff.
Yeah,
Like
that's
the big,
those
big motherfucker from
husky.
Sandlot.
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn.
I didn't know that though. Do you have favorite legendaries?
Favorite like specific legendaries or like groups?
We'll go for specific.
Yeah,
first.
specific legendary.
Specific legendary that is my favorite. I mean, Giratina is definitely up there.
Yeah, he's so cool.
I love
him.
Giratina. Rayquaza is also up there as well.
Fair. Yeah, safe picks.
I think actually, it's probably a tie between Zekrom and Giratina.
Damn, I forgot about the Chrome Reshiram.
That's what I was gonna say. I was
Those
gonna
are the
say
first legendaries
Reshiram.
I caught.
See, I didn't really fuck with Reshiram. I thought it was goofy looking.
Reshiram's
Like, it's just
the
ugly
white
as
one,
fuck.
right?
Yeah, well,
Man,
the
what do
thing
you
is,
mean, dude?
in retrospect, now like looking back, he is goofy looking, but like that's the first legendary I ever
dude,
caught.
no.
He's my boy, so I gotta ride with him.
I
Even
don't
though
know.
I think Zekrom's the cooler looking one now, Reshiram's he's my boy. I gotta play
Reshiram better, bro.
I don't know, man.
I like Reshiram way more.
I don't like
than
how he has
Zekrom.
like hand wings, like he's a bat. I'm like, why do you have that for?
We gotta fly.
His face is kind of cool though. I like the burner on the back.
To be fair though, I'm just saying, one-on-one fight. Okay, level's the same.
Okay.
Eevee's, Ivy's the same. Reshiram hits Zekrom with its special move. Not very effective.
Oh yeah, he resisted.
Zekrom hits Reshiram with a special move. It's neutral.
Well, good thing.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying,
Taylor. They both got dragon type moves, so I think you can go either way.
Yeah, but they have a special move, like because Reshiram is a fire, like Turbo Blaze or whatever.
Yeah, the Turbo
And
Blaze.
Zekrom's like a million megavolt or whatever, gigavolt charge or whatever it is. But it's like one is not very effective and one is neutral. I'm just saying.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
feel like
one's better.
I feel like a better question is mythical then, because there's a bunch of more mythicals.
No, Reshiram also resists electric types.
Does
Apparently,
dragons?
I'm actually don't
How?
know. I don't,
Fire doesn't.
it must be dragon because I'm looking at it. Let's see.
I've never heard dragon resist electric.
These types are not very effective against dragon Pokemon. Fire, water, electric, and grass. I did not know that.
I've never heard of electric.
I know electric
I
was
guess
a-
my statement is false. I've never,
So,
I've
yeah,
never heard of electric being not very effective against
Wow,
dragon.
so they each resist each other. That's so funny. You said that, and like, there's no way they did that shit. And they did. I guess they did.
There's favoritism.
like, what is favoritism?
legendary.
I've never heard electric being not very
I
effective.
always think
against
about fire
dragon.
and grass because that's always so annoying when you got like a.
I go like
Kyurem.
the basic elements, the fire, water, grass.
Mm. I wonder why they resist electric. That's.
Maybe because like they're scaly.
I mean, they do resist the main like quad.
Trio,
yeah.
Yeah.
When you choose electric. Oh, like, why do I hear myself?
Yeah.
I was like,
The boy. How about mythicals? Because I feel like there's a lot more mythicals to choose from.
Mine's always been Darkrai.
Probably Darkrai, yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
I love Darkrai.
I like Genesect.
Really?
Genesect?
Genesect.
You like Genesect?
You didn't say his name right, dog.
Genesect.
Why?
I don't read. I don't know. I just kind of like
I
him.
actually like.
I actually liked. Okay, I can't remember his name now. Savali.
Talk about the Type Null.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing that Type Null evolves into.
Oh, Type Null.
He's pretty nifty.
I think he's pretty new.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like him.
Like
I just like the gimmick of like giving it the different items to change its typing.
Yeah, like Arceus.
Like Arceus, yeah. It's just such a cool gimmick.
I think you can do that with Genesect too, no?
Genesect.
Well,
Genesect. My bad.
Genesect, I don't think his typing changes. His
His
blast.
special move turns.
Yeah, his special move changes typing depending on what you give it.
I don't know. I just kind
I
of
don't-
like the whole like story of it. It could be like Kabutos,
Kabutops.
Kabutops. She just turned like mechanical. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like
Wow.
this.
Yeah, I think I do like I forgot the name of the one that Tyler named. The thing that
Cyber-
I
Type
think it's Savali.
Savali, because I think they were trying to make a Pokemon equivalent to Arceus. I think that's why he has like a similar
Yeah.
ability to Arceus.
Yeah.
As far as I can think off the
'Cause-
top of my mind, there's like 3 man-made Pokemon. 4, my bad. There's like Mewtwo, Trubbish.
Trubbish is not a man-made Pokemon, is it?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
No, Trubbish is just a regular Pokemon.
Trubbish is a byproduct of man-made things. He's not man-made
Oh.
because he's like the amalgamation of trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I guess
Genesect technically isn't a man-made either. He's just a modified Pokemon.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about Genesect.
Okay, I was saying, I don't know if you work on
I was
it,
talking
but
Porygon.
yeah, Pokemon's man-made.
Porygon,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's the internet.
And then there's Magearna.
Who?
Magearna.
The bitch with all of the gears.
Yeah, Magearna's a Pokemon.
She has like a dress.
Oh, that Pokemon. Yeah, I forgot.
And technically,
about that.
yeah, it's just a man's. It's like I think it's a person's soul inside of like a
Yeah,
machine.
yeah.
The thing is, it's not like it's a machine.
Yeah, it's a living creature that we captured.
It's not like a Pokemon if you truly think about
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah, I think that's a Sun and Moon Pokemon.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, no wonder.
It's interesting lore. Someone said like, yeah, you're a Pokemon now. Because I think it's the girl's soul inside like this machine.
Is that a mythical?
Yeah, that's a mythical.
Okay, that's wild, dude. I like it when Pokemon gets grimy like that.
Yeah, I like Pokemon lore. Pokemon lore is so funny because like some Pokemon shouldn't be Pokemon. Like some ghost types are just shouldn't be
Menaces.
Pokemon. There's
Yeah.
humans.
It's like a teapot that was possessed by
like a human.
soul.
Or where's that one mythical ghost? It's like looks like Ash.
Spiritomb.
Spirit. Is it Spiritomb?
Looks like
It's not
Ash.
Spiritomb. It is Spiritomb.
He just kind of stands there. He kind of looks like Black Flames.
Oh,
It's like
talking
a
about-
cloud. Spiritomb, right?
Uh,
Cynthia had it.
Oh, no, not
No,
Spiritomb.
not Spiritomb. We're talking about Marshadow.
I think it's Marshadow.
Oh, the little dude?
Yeah.
I like the little dude. The little dude.
Oh, I think it's Spiritomb.
No, not Spiritomb. I know nothing about.
I love
Spiritomb.
I love Marshadow. I don't know nothing about him besides like
He's cool.
he's based on like the shadow boxing. That's what he's based
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
He's a little
yeah,
dude
okay.
that punches shit. I love him.
He was introduced in Sun and Moon, right?
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, because I remember like it was a chance. I found out there was a chance I could catch him because I randomly encountered it, but like I was like trying to find a different. I was trying to find a Beldum, and I was like just running from everything that wasn't a Beldum, and I saw him and I ran. I was like, what the fuck was that on my screen? So,
He's a little dude. Like, hey, put him up.
I tried to encounter him again. I looked it up. And I figured out who it was, and it was like a 0.00 or 0.04% encounter rate, and I was like, fuck. And then 2 encounters later, I found him again. I was like, you bastard, you're on my
You
team.
trying to get
now.
away from
Get your
me.
ass on my team.
I don't think I ever encountered mythical when I was playing Gen 5.
I countered it while playing Gen 6 because I remember I was at Gabe's house because I was always at Gabe's house during those times.
Yeah.
And I remember Zapdos just appeared on my screen. I'm like,
Zapdos is
I guess I was talking about like random legendaries.
yeah.
Because I think most mysticals you gotta do like a special thing to summon them.
yeah, ritual.
Like Shaman, you gotta summon it. Celebi, you gotta summon it. Deoxys, I don't know how you get Deoxys. I think you gotta go somewhere to
I
get
thought Deoxys was an event. Pokemon.
I don't know, cause that's Gen 3. I don't know anything about Gen 3 Pokemon. Trying to think of other early mysticals. I think you gotta do special events to get them.
I fucking forgot about this unicorn Pokemon.
Oh, Keldeo?
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to tell
Keldeo.
me. I know. You said unicorn. I'm like, oh,
My
yeah.
Little Pony.
Oh yeah, because I encountered the Heroes of Justice.
That's what I was just.
I think
about
that's
to
what
say.
the
Yeah,
tree-
those
yeah,
ones
I
are
forgot
just
about
random,
those.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I saw like because they have an animation, like flashing animation. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
What's going on?
And then I see like
Virizion,
Colbion?
Terrakion, Cobalion.
Yeah, Cobalion. I was like, what is this horse on my screen? I caught it. Cobalion's pretty cool. I like Cobalion.
I do too, but like
The other two are kind of weird.
Like, Terrakion?
Oh yeah, that is a weird looking. That is a weird looking.
He's kind of cool though. He's like a bulldog.
He's like weird cool though.
He has like a circle face.
Cobalion's the best.
Yeah,
Can we just agree that Virizion is like ass?
Yeah,
that shit was terrible. That's your game, dog.
No, I never caught the mythicals from Gen 5.
You saw him though.
In the movie, yeah.
You saw him in the game.
You saw the movie? I didn't watch it.
When you progress through the story, you encounter them.
Do you?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
Pretty sure
it's probably. I don't think so.
I think you progress because part of the story is like you see.
Oh no, black and white.
I think the first one is Cobalion. No, Virizion. You see a Virizion there, and as you're walking to it, it like runs away. That's part of the story, and then eventually you just like find it.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
No,
I remember randomly encountering them.
I don't have any memory of seeing this mythical.
I'm pretty sure it's part of this. At least for one of them, it's part of the story.
Maybe.
I don't know. Like I said, I never caught the mythicals of Gen 5 because once I was done with the game and I finished the Elite Four, I was like, in my mind, I was like, there's no such thing as an end game. I'm done with the game, so I kind of like just put it away. Started playing my other DS games, like Mario and Luigi Dream Team. That was a goat.
The Mario and Luigi games are goated.
Yeah.
I know I brought it up a couple times on the podcast. I love those games.
Those are good games. I enjoy those. But I think the one time I remember because I finished X and Y, and that's when I knew about like end game stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna try and catch everything in a normal Pokeball. Do you remember that in high school?
Wait, you try to catch everything in normal?
I caught everything I wanted with a normal Pokeball.
I think you told me that. I think I got like mad at you that you even capable of doing such a feat.
Have you ever completed a Pokédex?
No.
Yeah.
You have?
I'm not a completionist, so
when?
no.
For this newest gen. That's how you get the shiny.
He
Tron.
did do that. I remember.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did it for this generation. I hadn't done it before though.
Cause like I've always like beat the game. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it, and like a week later I forget about it.
No, because there's some Pokemon I'm like, I don't care about catching every Pokemon. I care about becoming the champion and then kicking everyone else's around me.
Really?
Yeah, because I always care about the competitive scene. I'm battling. I care about battling. I don't care about catching Pokemon unless it was cool.
Do you nickname your Pokemon?
I didn't start nicknaming Pokemon until recently. I always
yeah.
kept the regular because I always thought like the names are so cool. I always traded with people when they had nicknames. I thought it was kind of cringy. I'm like, because some of their names were good.
Oh, Waterman.
Sometimes they would just be Japanese. I know sometimes like they get it from like a Japanese person, but some people are like, nah. I looked up his name and I put in nah, it's cringy.
See, like I always did, except for like a new generation, just so I can learn the new Pokemon
names.
I told Tyler this. I was like, I never named my Pokemon because how I used to play the old games was if I was running around trying to level up a Pokemon and I saw a similar Pokemon of a higher level, I just would catch it and replace the spot.
Why?
Because it was a higher level.
Oh, you would just replace the Pokemon.
I would just replace Pokemon. So I was like, there's no point in nicknaming it. This man is on borrowed time.
That's crazy, Eduardo. That's such a crazy thing, dude. That's like psychopathic, dude. You're like, my Pokemon weak. I'm replacing it with this truck.
Yeah, because I was like, let's say it would be at like Champions Road or whatever, Victory Road, and I'll be like a 64 sock on my team, and I'd see a level 65 sock outside in the wild, and I'd be like,
the 1 point different. Okay.
But then it's like you lose all the moves that you wanted with it. The
IVs,
the bond, the IV.
I didn't know about IVs and I didn't know about IVs and
friendship.
EVs. I didn't know about that either. In my mind, I didn't know about that.
I didn't know about that
after.
either. I didn't know about that till maybe like 2 years ago when I started playing Showdown.
I didn't know about EVs and IVs until afterwards. After like 2 years ago.
I remember for the longest time, Deven. Like I told you about it in high school, like EVs and IVs. When we
you told me about it, but I didn't.
And you're just like I don't care.
You explained EVs to me.
You're like it's useless.
Every time you explain it to me, I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna beat you with the power of friendship and the bonds I made along the way. Tyler's over here bioengineering the perfect Pokemon. I'm like, no, my bonds and my strategy will carry.
I still had bonds and I still had strategy.
His bonds were stronger than yours.
My bonds were stronger because I cultivated it.
Yeah, he worked hard with his Pokemon to have him the ultimate species.
I remember looking at Tyler's like
Gardevoir.
Like Gardevoir.
No, just like your PC. And you just have all these eggs. You're like, I don't want this egg. Want this egg? I'm like, what is this baby
factory?
This
egg only has 5 perfect IVs. I don't want it.
This baby factory got going on.
And like I had like, I didn't even name the Pokemon. I just named like numbers. And I had like, I would write down because I would like have all the eggs. All the eggs would hatch. And then like I go to the guy that would like rate each Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I named them numbers and I wrote it down on like a spreadsheet. and then like
That's
I would
wild,
write down
Tyler.
who has the best
Yeah,
IVs, and then if like this guy had 2 perfect IVs, I'd take them, and then I'd get another one that has like 2 different IVs, and then I breed them until I have 4 perfect IVs. Like I would just constantly do that.
Yeah,
I did that in BDSP.
Yeah.
Because I was so bored after the game. I was like,
Because that game was ass. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, okay.
It
I was like,
was.
let's breed for a perfect IV Pokemon.
See, I didn't care about EVs or IVs because the concept of like getting the perfect stuff was so boring and tedious to me. But I love them when I'm playing Showdown because like I feel like
They
it's
matter.
more-
in
yeah,
Showdown.
not only do they matter, but like I feel like it's so much more creative because like I can control like where I'm putting what and putting set numbers to what. And
You can
then-
do that too in the games. It's just not a slider. You
I
gotta
know
go
it's not
face
like
And
I
you,
got,
like, you just have to know.
yeah, it's so tedious.
tell
I like
you.
I don't want to do that.
I do think in the newer games though, you could see the EVs.
Yeah, you can see
Yeah,
that.
they
every
did-
time.
they
It
tell
shows you like
you-
the chart, and it shows you.
You don't need
no, it
the-
tells you. It tells
Yeah,
you.
it shows you like
You don't need,
a
like,
number value.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to like.
But it doesn't show.
someone-
It still doesn't show IVs though. It just shows EVs.
IV?
Yeah.
No, it just shows.
Nah,
EVs.
it shows
I think it's a
EVs.
post game because I remember
No,
seeing.
I'm pretty
it for-
sure it just shows EVs. Because it shows you like out of 256 or 252, and it's like what number.
Mm.
But yeah, you can cultivate. Like,
Because
I don't think
EVs
so.
is something you can affect while you're in the game, like
Yeah.
already battling and stuff.
Yeah.
IVs you gotta like breed and
The
shit.
problem was when you were explaining EVs to me in high school, I thought you were referring to EV, the Pokemon.
no.
So I was so confused. I was like, what is EV training? Like, how does this Pokemon help your other Pokemon?
I think I thought the same thing when I was younger
Helping
though.
hand.
Helping
I was
hand.
Like, I was like, is that what helping hand is for? Like,
To this day, I don't know what happened again.
I don't know either.
To this day, because I see it, people use it all the time in like double battles, and I
I
can't.
don't even know what it does.
I can't stand double battles. I like the singles, but like I always see people use helping hand. I'm like, what the fuck does this move do?
I think it gives like either a higher chance to hit or a higher.
I think
crit
I think it does do
something.
that. I'm gonna look this shit up.
I just remember just going like, clap, clap, open hand. I'm like, what the heck is this
rate. Does
move?
nothing.
This move isn't attacking the enemy. What's the point?
Yeah, it says in the double battle boosts the power of the partner's move. So just like
Just a boost.
just a stat boost, or not stat boost, just a boost.
Move boost. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
No.
just for one turn, I think.
Tyler like opened my eyes to status effect moves. Because before I faced Tyler, I used to just like brute force my way through games.
And then I hit you with a toxic.
Yeah, then it was toxic.
Because
Like,
I know my Gengar, one of my Gengars had toxic substitute. No, it wasn't my No, my I had another. I think my Gengar had toxic, and then I had substitute on
Gardevoir, I remember that.
Yeah, my Gardevoir.
I remember
So then I had
Gardevoir
toxic, switch into Gardevoir,
was
Mega
Calm
Evolve,
Mind,
Mega Evolve, and then
Moonlight.
substitute. And then I had Moonlight, Calm Mind, substitute, and no, that was one of my Gardevoirs. 'Cause I had another Gardevoir that had I forget the name of the Dazzling Gleam. Is that the big fairy
Either
type?
Devon Gleam
Yeah, it's
or
Dazzling Gleam.
Moonblast.
Moonblast is the big one. Yeah, so I had Moonblast and Psychic for one of them, and then one of them I had Substitute and Moonblast.
Yeah.
And then I also, to switch it out, I had a perfect stat Alakazam, but I had Psy Shock instead of Psychic because it attacks your
Is it
defense,
special?
not your special defense.
Yeah.
So it throws everyone off. It shocks them.
See, that's when I was like, he opened my mind. It's like, game changer.
Dude, oh my god, dude! I was at work today, and there's this girl who has like these 2 kids. They're like maybe 5 or 6. They're twins, and they always bring their
That's cool.
Switch. And one of them was playing Pokemon. And he was like going nuts. He's like, oh my god, I just beat this Onyx with my Pikachu. I double kicked him and I beat him with one move. And I'm like, yeah, he's a rock type. You used a fighting type move.
You did use the button, man.
Come on, kid.
Man, that's what
relax.
I was so upset. Like when the newest game Scarlet and Violet came out. When I beat the game, I was like, I can't wait for everyone to catch up to me, so then we can all start battling, and I get to my dominance. But Eduardo and Jose don't care about battling. I'm like, oh, bruh.
And then I still haven't beaten the game.
Yeah, Tyler is yet to beat the
The
game.
game
I
was
mean-
boring.
It was kind of fun.
I was
okay.
I enjoyed it a tad bit. I had
It
a
was
little bit of fun.
I thought it was boring. I never I would play it for like 30 minutes and yeah, that's my weekly fill. Like I feel like I was satisfied. There's nothing in there that felt like I wanted to keep playing.
You know how you said I don't care about battling? I don't, but I'll always try and breed like a good Pokemon.
That's another thing. This nigga will breed the perfect Pokemon just to exist.
And I'll be like, nice.
I remember he was like, oh my god, Tyler, for the next 12 hours you can get a perfect IV Ditto, and I'm like, bro, what?
I was like, who cares?
And I was like, nice. I did it for what was that new like bike Pokemon? Not the legendary, but like
Cyclizar.
Cyclizar with like
Yeah.
shed skin. I was like,
That's such a good move.
this Pokemon right here,
Ability.
it ability.
Ability.
ABI.
I was like, this is amazing. I'm a perfect breed it, and I never got to it. I mean, sometimes because for BDSP, I would like perfect breed it, and then I'll just do Wonder Trade. I'll be like, here you go, buddy.
How does God Pokemon I spawned?
Time to do it again.
Yeah.
Lucky do it again.
I think I was explaining to. I don't like the factoring in so many like outcomes with Pokemon battles.
That's
I mean,
that's
the fun of the battle.
It's
It's not too much to juggle. Just like know what that Pokemon is capable of doing
And what yours is.
And what yours is.
And
I'm
that's
like,
it.
can I fight this one?
But like, what if they like like what he did? What if they do something like I wasn't expecting? I'm like, great.
That's
I
when
didn't
you
factor
learn the
that.
game.
That's when you're like, okay, now I know what you're capable of.
Like when I play Showdown, I played so much where I know basically what every Pokemon is capable of doing. And every time I see what cycles are, I'm like, okay, he's gonna send him out first. I'm gonna send him a Gliscopod, first Depression. So no, if he can't use Shut Tail, like I just know what these Pokemon are capable of doing at this point. Just knowing. That's all it is.
I feel like Showdown is like such like jumping into the deep end.
I love Showdown. I'm addicted to it. I the day I stop playing Showdown is the day like the world ends.
Even I was telling Deven, I was like, I like making teams on Showdown, but I'll never take them in to see if they work.
I remember I was making theoretical teams for like all y'all based on your personality.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
Because I remember for Tyler, like I made his team halfway. Because like, what the fuck do I do after this? Because I gave like a Machamp, a Vaporeon.
Vaporeon.
I was like, Tyler's the water guy. I'll give him Vaporeon.
The water guy.
I thought you were gonna go off some like tangent of like the Reddit
Hey,
post.
did you know?
I was like, I know the post. I know.
Since we're talking about Vaporeon, did you know?
In terms of Pokemon human compatibility.
I forgot who else I gave you, but I know I made like a team for me. I was like, I gave myself like a Loudred, the new gold Pokemon. I forgot what it was.
Oh, Golding.
That was called.
Yeah,
Is it
Goldingo.
Golding?
Goldingo.
Is it Goldie?
Oh,
Yeah,
they said
Goldingo.
Goldie, and I was like, that
No.
fish.
Goldingo.
Goldigo. I
Yeah,
don't know. I
yeah.
made zero teams for all y'all. I think Jose is like I made it like the most complete. I'm like Jose's
Like
Pokemon.
Slacking.
Huh?
Slacking,
Slack-
Snorlax.
Yeah, I gave Slacking, Snorlax. I gave him
Whatever.
Umbreon.
Yeah.
Umbreon.
He loves Umbreon.
Yeah, he loves Umbreon, so I gave him Umbreon as a give me. I just gave him some like goofy ass Pokemon.
Damn.
I don't know. Making teams are so fun.
I mean, I enjoyed making the teams. I just don't enjoy taking them out.
Well, see, I enjoy making teams for whatever like division I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
So like whatever like types of battles I'm doing, I would like make a team for it and then just test synergy. I would like battle. Or, like I do like OU, OOU, doubles, Gen 3 only. Like there's things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fun, like in my opinion, making teams and trying to figure out like what's the best combo, most synergized combo. That's why I like doubles, is because you can make like really synergized combos that just are unbeatable.
Yeah, you can, but for some reason, I don't know why I just dislike doubles. I just do. Like, I see doubles out there, I'm like, I'm just turned away from it. I'm like, no. I want a 1v1, your Pokemon versus mine. I don't need this little baby Pokemon amping your big boy. Nah, run the ones.
I remember there was a guy I went to college with. He showed me, like, we did a couple of Showdown battles. And he used that Pokemon from Sword and Shield. It was one of the fossils, and it had like the blue, like the little legs. He's like super fast.
You're the one who told me about this, right? A certain fossil combination breaks the game for how fast it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So basically, his
Oh, talking about Dracofish?
yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
Dracofish is
And,
broken.
like,
The Ash has one.
basically, like when they like after his setups and stuff, it had a base speed of like 1200. And then, like, it had to move it, like, the faster it is, the more damage it does.
Yeah, you can one-shot any
So,
Pokemon.
like, he had a base speed of 1200 before he even hit the field. And then he just, like, one-shots everything.
Yeah, the Pokemon's banned from everything because it's
Yeah.
absurd. And I like how, like, it's banned from everything, but Ash has one on his team.
Yeah.
And I think that's, like, the first time he, like, won. When he had the Dracofish on his team. I was like, no wonder fucking, you have a fucking Dracofish. I just even stat. You have like a Dracofish, Gengar.
Dude, I don't know what he had.
He's Farfetched.
Surfetched.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, is it Surfetched?
It's Surfetched. He had a Lucario.
I like
Pikachu.
I was like, I'm not losing no more.
I'm done losing.
I'm winning.
And look where he is now.
Yeah, now you're the champion. Hope you're that, baby.
Took him within
25
a year.
years.
Took him within a year to be champion.
Yep.
25 IRL.
25 in real life, yeah.
I think more than 25. It's like almost 30. Because I think the anime came out in 96, 95.
I don't know when it came out.
It was somewhere in the early 90s.
Yeah, so it's like it's
Like
been almost
League.
30. Because I remember like the
late
singer
90s,
of the
I mean.
original Pokemon theme, he did like a 25th anniversary a couple years back.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I do remember seeing that.
Yeah, so it's been a while, you know.
Fuck, bro. I don't know where they're going with the show now. Ash is no longer 10
I mean,
years old.
yeah, no one does. All we was given was like a teaser of 2 kids. And people were like, Ash's son? Ash's daughter? Because the second people saw those 2 kids, they took Ash and any woman he ever met with and combined them like, yeah, that's his son, that's his girl.
Isn't it like, whatever, we don't gotta get into that. I was about to be like, oh, the canon, like, would work most with Ash, but I was like, well, I don't gotta get into that.
Serena, no?
I think Serena is like canonically like
The most compatible. And like,
like
also,
no, I
like,
think they both like have
like
like
each other,
dated,
yeah.
like each other.
Yeah. I remember seeing that in the show, and I was like, let's go!
they almost kissed.
I think they did always kiss.
I think they either almost kissed or she kissed him on the cheek. And it was something like that. And Ash was like, what?
Women contact.
Because Serena was getting on a boat.
Yeah!
And she was like, all right, bye, Ash. I'm going to go explore the world or whatever. And then like they leaned in. I think she like pecked him on the cheek. And he's like, and she like left.
It was at that moment I actually didn't want to play Pokemon no more.
Well, never mind.
Ash realized Serena was playing with the wrong balls.
If y'all could like have like a dream Pokemon team like in real life, like what would you have?
Oh my
Bro,
God,
no
that's
clue.
too hard, bro.
Really? I don't know.
For me, like, okay, so I definitely have a Gengar.
Of course.
Absolutely. I want to say an Aggron too.
Mm.
Either Aggron or Metagross. One of those two. Because I fucking love both those Pokemon so much. I feel like I want to go Garchomp, but I'm not 100% on that one.
Mm.
And then same thing with like Infernape. Because I played Platinum and I always had an Infernape. That was my boy, you know?
Mm.
So like I kind of want him on there. This is a tough question though. I have to think about this.
I don't even know. I don't like have specific like.
You know, like favorite Pokemon? Because like me personally, I always know like Typhlosion will always be on my team. Tyranitar is always on my team.
I mean, yeah, I have favorite Pokemon, but I like to have them on a team like that.
Well, not like saying like, oh, you have to go play competitively. Just like in real life, if you're like in an anime, like what would your dream team be?
I think like Gardevoir, Little Bunny.
What do you say right now?
Maybe like Lucario. Suck.
Interesting. You got an interesting team there, but I think Officer Jenny will be paying you a visit. But yeah, like I said, I had like Tyranitar, Typhlosion. I would have a Gliscopod.
I have to think of like my favorite Pokemon.
I'll have a Mimikyu with Map 4. I'll probably have Excadrill, and then for my last Pokemon, I'll probably have a Togekiss.
Togekiss, really?
Yeah, I love Togekiss. Togekiss, dude. I remember. I think it was X and Y. It was the first time I ever saw like, because like my Togekiss's friendship was high, and it survived the hit. And like it survived the hit because it loved you. I was like, I feel like an anime protagonist when that happened. I was like. It was during an Elite Four battle, and I think Togekiss was my last Pokemon, and I was gonna lose the whole like run it wasn't like a Nuzlocke, but I was gonna lose like the battle and restart everything if it didn't live, and it survived on one. It said it survived on one because it loved you. I was like, go Togekiss.
Dude, I'm being honest with you. When I first saw that, and I was like, this is cheap. I shouldn't have lived. I was like, but I'm gonna take it either way.
I thought I was in the anime because I was like 10 or some shit. Cause yeah, I was like, go Togekiss, win.
I know for a fact, at least for my real team, because I like Mamoswine a lot. I'd have Mamoswine.
I forgot you love Mamoswine.
He's cool. I like Mamoswine.
Yeah.
Cubone, because I don't like Marowak. It looks
Marowak.
What about baby Pokemon?
Yeah.
I like a little Marowak.
Alolan
Marowak's
Marowak.
pretty cool.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Alolan Marowak. Suck. What are other my favorite Pokemon? Emboar. Yes, sir. Gensex.
Give yourself a mythical Pokemon like
Why
that?
not?
Like, I don't
That
know.
was part of your question.
I'm trying to think of one of them. Like,
That was part of your question.
I guess.
There's no limits.
I guess you stumbled upon a Genesect.
And Lantern.
Lantern? Not in the vault form? Why Lantern? Just Chandelure.
Chandelure.
Here's a Lantern.
Yeah,
Chandelure.
Chandelure. That's what I meant. Chandelure. Shiny Chandelure.
Shiny.
Yeah.
What does Shiny Chandelure look like?
Yeah, instead of purple flame, he has red.
Really? Let me
Yeah.
look at this.
So I think for me, I might go Gardevoir,
Ooh.
Gengar, Metagross, Lucario, Garchomp, and I don't know where to put that fifth slot.
You use a Metagross and Aggron?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, I took out Aggron. I have Gardevoir, Gengar, Metagross, Lucario, Garchomp. And then I don't know where to put that fifth slot.
6.
Or sixth slot, yeah. I don't know where to put that in that sixth slot.
The 6 slot is always just like, I don't know. I feel like the 6 slot is always hard to fill. Because even for me, like, I said Togekiss, but like, I always said Togekiss because I love Togekiss, like what it did.
Yeah, I might go Infernape because I fuck with Infernape heavy. Could go Machamp for a gym partner.
True.
Same with Sock.
Yeah, you're gonna be sparring outside.
Or Hitmonlee. Or any of the Hitmon
Hit
Revolutions.
lines.
Hit lines, yeah.
True.
I guess Hitmon, yeah. Yeah, I don't know where to put in that sixth slot, man. I don't know.
Me neither.
That's a toughie.
Do you guys like normally go for like the same team
No.
every generation?
I
If I don't focus, I default to it. But if I do focus, I can get a different team. Like a reliable different team.
No, I always try to go for their team, and if it's with a region that has like enough new Pokemon, I'll go after the new Pokemon before the
But
old
like
Pokemon.
the other thing is like if I don't focus in games like Diamond and Pearl, like I will default to the original team.
Yeah, but that's just a gimme. Like, there's not too many good Pokemon you can choose out of the Gen 4
that fit the
Pokemon.
typings and stuff like that.
Gen 4?
What is?
Mamoswine?
Oh yeah, Mamoswine is Gen 4. Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah.
I did forget that.
Garchomp
You're the only nigga who put Mamoswine in his team.
What do you mean, bro? He's the reason why I beat Cynthia.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Like,
the ice types.
Oh.
I mean, then again though, you could I'm trying to think.
Galeo?
Lily.
oh yeah,
Lily.
Lily. True.
No, I'm trying to think.
What?
Most people are not. I know people.
What if the Pokemon on like the basic team can learn an ice type?
Yeah, it's just Floatzel.
Floatzel
Floatzel's like
Ice
one
Beam?
of the,
Floatzel
yeah,
can learn
Floatzel Floatzel Ice Beam. That's what it is.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what it is.
Nah, dude. I feel like that's like a perk of Gen 5 being my first Pokemon. Because every generation doesn't have the same starters as like 5. So every team is always different for me.
Well, the thing about Gen 5 is it's an entire new Pokemon like,
Exactly.
in general. They like, no, don't,
And they don't
fuck
do it
you.
again.
We're making a whole new like 200-something Pokemon. You're gonna play with them. And most of the Pokemon are kind of heat.
Yeah, they don't do it again anymore. So every time I play a new game, I'm like, all right.
Well,
so
it was a risk. And, you know, when the game first came out, everyone hated it. And
There was no
now,
classics,
retrospective, everyone's like, oh, this game is so good. And after
I
fact,
tried something new.
but now, since like when the game first came out, Nintendo's like, oh, y'all don't like that? We're not doing it again. I'm like,
Take out the mythical Pokemon I put in there. Zebstrika. I used to fuck with Zebstrika so much.
that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's a pretty cool Pokemon.
Never liked them.
Really?
Thought he was useless.
What? Why?
I was like, he serves no purpose in my opinion.
What are you on about?
Damn. He's like,
Because I had an Electros. And I was like, this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This
Electros is the best Electros in that
I was like,
gen.
this motherfucker's cooking. Zebstrika, who?
bro.
Okay, no wonder you thought that. Yeah, I think Electros is the best Electros in that generation.
He has no weakness.
Yeah, but he doesn't resist anything, so
Yeah, but no weakness.
true.
He's just pretty much safe switch. But he has a glass cannon too. Is the problem.
That one's the
That's most
floating one.
electric types though.
The floating one, Electros. The grounds.
You know what though?
lightning.
You know what though? I might put Electivire on my team.
Ooh, yeah, you do like Electrovire.
I fuck with Electivire heavy.
Which one's Electrobio?
He's the big yellow dude with like the tentacles that look like wires.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
He has
yeah,
all
yeah.
punching moves.
True, true,
I fuck with
Yeah,
Electivire
this
heavy.
guy.
Yeah,
He
I
is
fuck
really
with him
cool.
heavy. I might throw him on. I remember. Oh my god, dude, this is like a throwback. Like I was on because my cousin and I used to live next door to each other, and we played a lot of Pokemon games, like Pokemon cards. But like he didn't really know how to play, and I like kind of knew how to play. So I tried to teach him like how to play Pokemon, and like I had this Electivire. I had this one specific. It was like Electivire EX or something, and it was like this one specific. It was like shiny. It was foil. Everything. It was sparkly. And every time I put it on there, he's like, "I quit, bro. I can't beat this fucker," because he was like way too powerful. Like one of his moves, because we never used the energies the way it was supposed to. It was just like whatever move is on there, I can use it.
That's how I used to play the cards game too.
I got this.
Like
move.
literally everything's the same except for like I was like energy useless. I have this move, I use it, right? That's what they do in the anime. They're just
That's
like,
how I used to play the game.
Yeah, I just use the move.
Yeah,
So
I got
I'm
the
like,
move.
yeah, I just use the move.
Of course.
And like this specific Electivire card, and he would just like no one could beat it. Like I went to like because I was in daycare, like kids arcades and shit, and like we would play Pokemon. No one could beat that. Even if it was like they had a ground type, can't touch them because it's only instead of like not effective, it's just like divided by 2. Or for the resistances, it's like sometimes it'll be like minus 50 or minus 70 from the damage, but it's like I can output like 300 damage. So what the fuck are you gonna do to it? You can't touch me.
Yeah,
That's a good choice. Electro.
So yeah, I'll go Electivire on my 6.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, fucking.
If not Electivire, probably Alakazam. I'll go with the more psychic team.
I feel that.
Wait, what'd you say your team was?
I said it was Tyranitar, Typhlosion, Dualisopod, because those like my top 3 Pokemon of all time. And then I gave myself a Mimikyu because I'm in love with Mimikyu and Ghost types. I think Ghost types is my favorite like typing.
They're pretty good typings. I always like the aesthetic of a ghost type.
Yeah, Ghost types and like Ghost and Bugs are it's either Ghost or Bug type. Bug types have some of the best designs, and I think Bug types are most underrated like things.
Because of the effect of the strength of the type. People
People don't like them, but like you have Pokemon like Scizor, Golisopod, Scyther. They're all cool. Low Kicks is pretty cool. They all have cool designs. Volcarona.
I'll give you that. Volcarona is a pretty cool design.
But yeah, you can do a team. Yeah, I said Mimikyu. So that's 4, and then I said Excadrill, and then Togekiss.
One more.
Togekiss was 6.
It was 6. Okay.
Yeah, that was 6.
So interesting teams.
It was crazy how different the world would be in chaos if Pokemon were real.
It would be crazy.
It would be crazy, but
it would end, and then it would have to like restart.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm here for it.
That's when we have like.
But I have my team though.
True. If I have my team, I'm here for it.
I'm hunting my team down. I'm like, I'm not even gonna catch it either. I'm gonna be like Ash with Pikachu. I'm like, motherfucker, you're rocking with me. I'm rocking with you. Getting this ball one time, we're Gucci.
Speech 100.
I'm like, let me bond with you, brother. So then I get him in the Pokeball and like, and I'm like, get out of here. I'm like, what's good, G?
Let's go.
Dap me up.
I would get
Save his village or whatever.
I'd get the respect of all mine.
Oh, yeah?
Sock.
You'll beat it hand-to-hand combat.
You're crazy, bro. Imagine that.
There's a guy at my the clinic that he does Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He's been like every time he comes, it's like his 3rd or 4th time, he'll show us like a new lesson. So
that's
then, like
cool.
he's teaching us jiu-jitsu, and I do it when I kind of like get into jiu-jitsu, but I can teach you after, and it's like good against punchers.
Ooh.
It's like a takedown. It's really good.
I'm more of a Krav Maga
Brazilian
type of
jiu-jitsu is
guy.
Little flips. You're like.
Never let him know your next move. Is Brazilian jiu-jitsu the one where they dance?
No, that's Krav Maga.
Oh.
I mean, I think Brazilian. Oh wait, no, yeah, I'm thinking
like wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought
It's like putting someone into submission.
I think Krav Maga, is that the only fight type designed to kill?
design.
Technically speaking, yeah.
Yeah, because most fighting is like defense,
Self-defense,
and
yeah.
like, and also like it's like a workout. I think Krav Maga is like
Because I saw there was a show I used to watch. It was World's Deadliest Warrior. Is that what it was called?
It's always something like that.
It's something like that. But
some
no, it
title
would
like
like
that.
take 2 warrior types throughout history and then put them in like a computer
Yeah, dude,
simulated
I love that
battle,
shit.
But it would show like experts in whatever like field, and if it's like a type of martial art, then it would like bring them in. The Krav Maga guy, like he generated like he generated like with his like the way he moved and his kick to like the ribs. He like ended up kicking like a donkey.
Oh my
kick
God,
backwards,
yeah.
And he spun and kicked into it like off his hand and stuff. And they said the amount of weight that was on his hand was like 2 tons. And then he ended up putting like more force than getting hit by like a truck going 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, because basically what he did, he's only on that one hand.
Yeah, and he's like running and spinning. He's like,
and they said like his body basically acted as if it was a spring.
Exactly.
And he crunched down and extended, and it was insane. I know exactly what you're talking
like
about.
his foot, like I think it went into the body.
I was like, what?
And he was like,
I get videos like that on TikTok sometimes. Like it's not like that show, but
Brazilian Capiria?
The fuck are you on about?
Capiara.
Capiara.
What's
It's the dance fighting style.
I thought that was Krav Maga.
Kramaga is not really
Because
dancing.
they kind of spin on the ground. And
Well, yeah,
they do a
it's-
lot of this.
yeah, they
That's
do
what
like a lot of.
It's like their idol pose. they're like this. They're waiting for the moment to move.
Yeah, but I get TikToks all the time, but like things like, like if this guy punches his clavicle and then like it just like zooms in, like it's like X-ray Mortal Kombat,
And then he's like, it's like,
and like he like died. It's like an educational video. And this guy narrating like you don't know, but this guy actually punctured his like blood vessel. I'm like, what?
with this punch, he actually put his finger into his aorta.
It just
Caused a heart
That's what you
attack.
see in Rocky, dude. Like I have
like-
your
it's like-
vein right here.
And his heart's like, ooh, what? And then dies.
I always see this video. Like, no shot, this is real, but like, I'm like, maybe it is real. I don't know.
Yeah. So, like, out of your team, what would be your starter?
My star, like, what with my ace?
Tepe.
Like, your ace, would your ace be your starter?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Cause I always go between, cause like it's like my favorite Pokemon is always either Tyranitar or Typhlosion. I always like teeter like which one I like more.
So, who would be your ace, though?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
My ace.
My ace probably would be my Tyranitar.
So, would your T-Tar be your starter? Start as like a Larvitar?
Yeah, probably. Fuck, I don't know, cause I love. No, it would be my Typhlosion. My Typhlosion would be like my starter and my ace.
It's between like Mamoswine and Chandelure. I want one of those
As
two
your
to
starter?
be as my starter. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say
I
Chandelure.
I'll go with
That'd be
Typhlosion.
the ace.
I'll like my Typhlosion will like go out and like catch a Tyranitar, and he'd be like my second command.
See, I think mine would either be like my Gardevoir or my Gengar. I think. Because even though, like, Gengar is one of my favorites, and Gardevoir isn't always one of my favorites. Like, I'd say Lucario, I like Lucario and, Lucario. Have a Riolu, dude. My little boy. Oh, my God. I might go Lucario for my starter, low-key.
Really?
Have my little Riolu, dude. My child.
You know,
both,
I want
bro.
my little Cynical.
I got my little boy right here. He's dabbing me up. We're chilling. He's reading my aura.
And then once he's just like evolved. That's when you're like, yeah, our friendship is like that.
Like, we're gonna be locked in. We're twinning, bro.
Damn.
We're gonna be acting the same, bro. Like, we're gonna have the same mannerisms. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Lucario. Cause he not mimics, but he like tends to copy his trainer's auras.
Yeah.
So like, I think I would probably go Lucario. Have a little Riolu with me. We're saying like starter is like you hatched it from an egg. Like it's brand new
This
to
is your
the
first
world.
Pokemon.
It's your first ever. It's brand new to the world. You're rocking with it. He's rocking with you.
Yeah, just like the Ash to Pikachu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have a Cynical. I'm like, alright, Cynical, go catch like Aura's pants on fire or some shit. Go catch his pants
Go
ablaze.
Chandelure. Go steal his soul.
I mean, you don't want Chandelure, you want a Litwick, first off.
That's what
Yeah,
it
like
was.
a fucking candle.
I was trying to remember what it was. Go take his soul, Litwick.
I don't think he can do that. I mean,
Yeah, he can.
He can lure people, but
I
like,
don't think he can.
I think
take
he-
souls.
because I think the thing with Litwick, it lures people and like
Into the
it can't like the brightest flame. I think it's like the more like soul energy it can absorb from someone. Oh yeah, I think it can absorb souls because I think the
I feel like that's all the ghosts though. They all have
They
something
all
they can all
souls.
steal something about you.
not all of them.
Like Drifloon,
The
kids. Kids.
I'd be like, Awaro, Riolu, go like destroy this man's aura, and he's like, and you're like,
He's
It's like that dude from Doctor Strange.
yeah,
he's like,
he's like an out of body experience.
oh, that's my boy. Let's go. That be yeah. You know?
Let's see.
Yeah, it says Litwick shines a light that absorbs the life energy of Pokemon, of people and Pokemon, which becomes fuel for its like
Yeah,
flame.
go take his life.
Man, if that thing gets near me, or I'm not staying near it because it has to be near me. I'm not.
I'll be like, hey,
I'm
look
kicking
at
it.
this little guy.
I'm kicking it. I'm gonna get away from me.
he's like, he hits you with like Ember, and then Cynical is like flash fire.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like, nah, Cynical, go fling that thing up, bro.
Bite him. Super effective.
Damn.
Go use smoke screen him.
Smoke screen. Damn.
You're trying to fuck
No,
me? What are you
no, I
doing?
just realized like you have fire ghost, and I think you got what'd you say?
Fighting steel.
Easy.
Fighting.
Well,
Well, it's just a fighting type.
Yeah, pure fine for Riolu.
Oh, you used Riolu as your okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna use one of your Gengar.
No, I was thinking about like I want me a little like Riolu.
Yeah, that's a little dude.
I do feel like though I wouldn't want to catch a Gengar. I would want to catch a Ghastly. Or no,
Yeah.
I actually want to catch a Haunter. No, I'm gonna catch a Ghastly.
Yeah.
I want to train him up. You feel me?
Isn't it like the Pokédex for Gengar is like if you see this Pokemon, just like
You're basically dead.
you're just dead.
Yeah.
Like it's
Technically,
over.
it's the same thing for a Haunter too.
Really?
Because like Haunters and Ghastlies lure in, and then the Gengar like
Finishes them off.
nightmare.
Never.
But if I got me a little Ghastly as my boy, and we're vibing, and then he evolves into a Haunter, and I'm like, damn me up, boy, we got this. And then technically I have to trade for him to evolve, but like I find a way to evolve him without trading.
With the power of
Power of friendship, I'm gonna evolve this motherfucker.
I don't think they trade in the anime and manga
do.
and stuff, do they?
Do they?
Yeah. Because there's a thing, it's in the black and white where Ash has the
Come with the
forget the names.
Asolgar?
Yeah, the Acelgor and the and he
Yeah,
trades
it was the
and then he gets
Carablast and the
Yeah,
re-evolution of
because he had the Carablast.
Shelled something. It's Carablast and the shell
Yeah, because he had the
Pokemon.
Carablast and then he traded it and got back the Excelgor.
You're right. Oh, Asolgar is so cool.
Excelgor was pretty cool. Bug type.
I have a Asolgar on like my my showdown team. I have like a bug specialist team and I love it.
But if you were like a monotype gym leader, who would you be?
Just bug, no. I feel like your favorite.
I
want to
say bug, but Ghost is my favorite type, so I probably say Ghost.
Ghost.
You know how much I love bugs.
Not you.
It'd have to be between like. I was gonna say Ghost too, but if he takes Ghost, I'll go fighting. That's my other second favorite type.
So you're not gonna have a Mamoswine? No ice or ground type?
Nah, he was Sock.
Sock.
He was
So for
Sock.
me, it'd either be like Steel or Psychic. And
Dude, I love Sock so much because I just remember taking him to like the champions.
I think I'd honestly go Steel type.
Really?
Steel? That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I'll go Ghost. My
Ferrothorn?
Mimikyu as my ace.
Mimikyu
Like,
as
alright,
your ace.
Yeah, I was like, alright, no, fight my
I probably
Mimikyu.
have like my Lucario or my Metagross as my ace.
What would you do?
Fuck it, bro. I'll go ice. I'll go
You
for
doing
my
ice?
What do you
life.
have for
Monotone?
ice?
I don't know.
Mamoswine and then fill in the rest?
Yeah.
You're filling the
I'm working
rest.
off like one Pokemon because I don't really mess with Grounder Ice, only with Mamoswine.
Then why don't you just like go Sock and then because I'm sure you missed.
Yeah, just go with the fighting types.
Just don't. I'm gonna beat you. Super effective against me. All right, Metagross, go Psychic. You're like.
I'm trying to think of like
I mean, there's some cool
all the
ass
fighting types I can think of. Like most of the final evolutions for the fire types.
You have the basic ones. You have Machamp. You have Hitmonlee.
Yeah, I got those
Hitmonchan.
basic ones. Sock, throw,
You have a Sock and a Throw.
yeah. Embor, and for Nape.
Yeah,
Fuck with Embor.
No, I do, but he's a
You're the
fighting
only
type.
one-
Motherfucker's weird.
You got Heracross.
I'm not thinking of like on my team. I'm thinking of like the fighting types.
Yeah,
that I know.
Breloom.
Breloom?
Breloom.
Breloom, yeah. Breloom's pretty cool, but like
Medicham.
a lot of beats to flying though.
Yeah.
Lupani. Oh, that's Mega Evolved Lupani.
Yeah.
You can have a regular Lopunny and then just Mega Evolve. That could be your ace.
Yeah, true.
Oh, true. That could be the ace.
Toxicroak, Gallade,
Toxicroak? Oh, yeah.
Scrafty. I know you fuck with Scrafty.
Ah, you're right. I do fuck with Scrafty.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Scrafty in Pokemon Go was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Pangro. Oh, Hawlucha.
stick-
I love
Hawlucha,
Hawlucha. Hawlucha's
yeah.
pretty
Yeah, I'll
cool.
stick with fighting type. I forgot, bro. I forgot about Scrafty. My man's.
Is he gonna be on your team then?
Yeah, I'll put him on my team,
You're
yeah.
taking off.
Huh?
You're taking off of your team. What is your team?
For my fighting team? Let's
No,
see.
just your normal team.
Yeah, we need a base team.
If we're gonna do that, honestly, I'd take Sock out and put like.
Really?
You're
Yeah.
taking Scrafty over Sock?
Yeah. What's the
I'll
final
probably
evolution
do
name for
same-
Scrafty?
Scrafty is the final. It's Scraggy and then
Oh,
Scraggy.
Scraggy. I always
Well,
get it- I
Scraggy
always get
evolves
it-
into Scrafty.
I always get it switched. Yeah, I'd take Sock out and put Scrafty.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking Scrafty over a Sock.
Yeah, but with the Wardo, he fucks with Sock.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I
he
only-
no, like Waro fucks with Scrafty.
Yeah.
But
But I only fuck with Sock because he's just like he took me to like victory when I was younger. He was also like the Pokemon I switched out the most.
Like I can't beat him. Go Sock.
Yeah.
But he's a ghost type. Okay.
Okay, I don't care.
I didn't ask.
Use Odor Sleuth or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Oh,
You did not use
yeah.
Odor Sleuth. You did not. Use
I didn't. I
I was like, you did not use Odor
I would
Sleuth.
switch out. I would just keep. I would just switch
That's
out.
a movie you had at like level 20. No shot you kept it.
What the fuck? Yeah. I don't know if you had the same thing. If I got bodied by a gym, I'd just be like, that Pokemon's good. I'm gonna try and catch that.
I don't think I've ever done
No.
that.
Yeah, because I
I
used to
like
get
my team. I actually make bonds with
Nah.
Pokemon.
no,
Yeah, my
I'm
team
like,
ain't changing.
I'm like, okay, we'll just level them up. All my Pokemon, like 3 levels. Let's try again.
That's how I felt about Emolga from Gen 5 because I always got bodied in the
You got
electric
body
gym.
by a
Yeah, why not
Molga?
Molga?
Yeah, in the electric gym.
Why?
That's
I mean,
crazy.
to be honest, it's an electrical flying type, and the only weakness it has is rocks
And ice.
and ice. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Which aren't common, I guess.
I guess, like, the-
moves.
I think
I can only think of like
I'm trying to think of Gen 5 because I had a Pokemon in like when I fought that gym that had Rock Slide. Either Rock Slide or Rollout.
I do
Probably
got a
move.
dream because like my love for Extro came from Black and White. I
Yeah.
think I had like the Drill Burr.
Mm.
I think he had Rex Slides. I
I just like rocked over that gym.
because if I remember correctly,
Nah,
I think you
I
do
would
fight the
struggle the most
ground. I can't remember if you fight the ground guy first or her first.
You fight her first.
Fight her first.
You
And
fight
Black and
Electric
White.
first.
You fight Black and White or Black 2 White 2. I think it's flipped in Black 2 White 2.
You're right.
I think you fight him at like number 4 and she's like number 5.
I just remember having a Drill Burr. I remember using like Rock
No,
Slide on
he's
her.
number 3, she's number 4, and then the flying bitch is number 5.
Oh yeah. Damn, bro. There's so many baddies in that game.
Okay, buddy.
I don't think about it. I'm like,
The flying gym leader looks like that one girl from Gurren Lagann. In my opinion.
I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
she looks
yeah.
like her. Every time I saw her, I was like, that bitch from Gurren Lagann.
tell me the electric gym leader.
I know, flip
baddie?
it. Every time I saw the girl in Gurren Lagann, I was
She's
like,
not bad.
oh, this
Yeah,
is
it
like
reminds me of
Wendy.
Ash Nico.
Wendy? Ash Nico.
Wait, what about Wendy? No, I'll continue with what I said in a second.
No, I don't remember her name. It was like Wendy or something like that. I don't remember her name. The flying.
The
type
flying
gym
girl?
leader.
I know you're talking about. I remember
It's
her
like
name.
let's say Wendy. Like I saw her. I played it a lot. Black 2 White 2. And then like when I watched Gurren Lagann, I was like, the bitch from Pokemon.
Yeah, I've seen
here?
it before. This is before the gym.
Yeah.
No, like the electric gym leader reminds me of Ash Nico from this one music video she did.
Oh, okay.
No, not in
I'm saying
general.
like Ash Nico does not look
No,
like
not in general, but this one music video she had. I was like, she gives me a vibe.
She is a supermodel.
True.
Yeah,
She is.
I don't know. I always enjoyed the.
Dude, I hate it. For some reason, when I was a kid, the electric gym, her gym in Gen 5, that was like hard for me to like figure out. I don't know why.
Dude, it takes you where you need to go. That puzzle
Well,
is not
no,
coming.
because sometimes they had like dud. They had dud.
That would take you back to-
volleys that
yeah.
take you back to like specific spots. So I'm like, great, where am I? And I gotta figure out where I am.
For me, the ice puzzles were always the most annoying.
I suppose
'cause
were annoying. Yeah.
I'm like, because you mess up once, because they're all the
Cuts
same.
everything, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I hate it. You gotta that one you had to restart if you messed up once, and all the ice like
No.
puzzles.
not for Gen 5. Gen 5 was the spin.
Oh, that's the spinning one.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
okay.
thinking of. You're thinking of.
I think we're the one where you got slide, and
yeah, we
most
have
of
to
them are the
slide,
sliding
yeah.
ones, if I remember correctly. Because
I think you're thinking of like either BD, not BSP, but like.
I know Gen 4
Gen
is a slide. Is a sliding
Gen 4
one.
is a slide. I think Gen 3 also does slide if they have it. Gen 3 have a nice type too?
I just remember sliding a lot, and like when it comes to ice.
I think that is Gen 4. I'm pretty sure.
I remember
You fuck
hating
up
that.
and you like fall down. You have to like go all the way back to the beginning and then restart it.
I'm like, what is this?
It is Gen 4.
Is it Gen 4?
Yeah. 'Cause
Dude.
I remember how much I hated that. And then my infinite was just bodying everyone. I was like, "Fuck am I doing here? I can't even."
Like, get me out of here! Like, actually, get me out of here!
I remember for Black and White when I was younger, I struggled in the bug gym.
Why?
Mainly because I did not know you have to keep going forward to go
Oh,
through
you're
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nope, I gotta go.
I was like, where am I going?
on God, I think I did the same thing.
I didn't know I had to hold
I'm
it
like,
down.
No, because I'm pretty sure like someone says like.
I don't read.
Like, oh yeah,
I didn't read.
Because someone's
I
like,
went into the gym, I didn't read.
walk through the door, and I'm like, all right, cool.
I thought I would go through a cutscene. I would just be like, oh, okay, and they would push me back,
Oh,
and I was like, what?
When I came to the gyms, I didn't read shit either. So I remember, like, I get frustrated sometimes, and like when I didn't know what to do, especially in Gen 2, because Gen 2 was the second game I played, and that game tells you nowhere to go because it's like a randomizer.
Yeah.
I was like, where the fuck do I go? And I remember I put the game down for like a good like 2 months because like I'm mad, I don't know where I'm going, I'm done playing the game.
Yeah. You know what really fucked me up, dude? I'm pretty sure Wade is his name Wade? No, it is the water type gym leader in Gen 4.
There's a
Gen 4
water
or Gen
type.
5. It was Gen 4, yeah. And it's like you had to like step on the buttons to raise or lower the water.
Yeah, I know.
And that pissed me off. I was like, what the fuck do I do? I had no idea. Like I had to like click a button and then backtrack to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Click another button to then go back forward and then keep backtracking and going forward.
I could not.
I remember
Like,
that one.
gym made me so
Nah, dude.
aggravated.
I could imagine putting you in like Ocarina in Times, like
and
Ocean Temple.
I was like,
You're getting mad over that.
I was in like second grade. I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
I do remember I spent some time on that. I don't remember getting frustrated, but I do remember like, okay, it's been like 30 minutes. I think I finally got it figured out after a while.
No, what messed me up is like I didn't realize like you could backtrack. I thought it was linear.
Yeah, to keep
so
going
like I thought I had to keep just pushing through.
Yeah.
And I get to a point where I can't anymore. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. Just reverse the way I did. Leave the gym. Come back. Hard reset it. Let's try again. And it would just make me mad.
I can't think of like a gym that I struggled on because of the puzzle. I want to say it was probably the electric too, because I didn't pay attention where the tracks were going. I would just hop on and see where it took
And some
me.
of them took you somewhere
You took
random.
you somewhere random.
And they drop you off and they don't tell you where you're at. So you're just like, all right.
Well, where am I now?
Like, where am I?
I want to see Gen 5 Gym.
But like I think everything else, some of the gym, like the Challenger trials in Scarlet and Violet were kind of hard. Like finding all the Sunfloras and stuff.
That was kind of cool.
It was cool. I'm not saying it's not cool.
I'm
like,
saying yeah.
It was like some of them were challenging because it's like you get to the point where it's like I have like one more Sunflora.
I think I honestly looked up where the last one was because I remember I had so many. I was like, where the heck is the last
or like the one
I
where you had to go fight the guy who wants to kill himself in the
Who are you
in the
on about?
cafeteria in the restaurant.
Yeah, the normal
you
gym.
like tell him the
Oh
normal
yeah,
gym.
the
like,
normal
And
gym.
it's like,
Larry.
you gotta like go like talk to specific people.
I thought
like,
that was
random
really
people
cool.
in the
Nah.
town to get bits
No,
of
dude,
information.
I love
may or
that.
may
That
not
was
be
actually
relevant.
so cool. I actually remember doing that. There was like, I got a. There's this one girl. She was like, there's this guy at the ice cream shop. For some reason, he was selling something. I was like, I'm gonna go to the ice. Enjoyed that so much to find the normal like.
I didn't say I didn't enjoy it. It was just hard.
I could not be
yeah.
bothered. I remember before.
that-
I remember before I played Scarlet and Violet. I remember I saw a TikTok like, "Hey, is this gym challenge tedious and you don't want to do it? Here's the answer."
just say you're dumb, bro.
no.
Just say you're stupid.
I've done plenty of
lazy,
puzzles
if
in
anything.
my life. And
like what?
all the
Escape rooms.
I like puzzles, but for some reason I just could not be bothered to talk to each individual person and then get the answer. I don't know why I couldn't. It was only for that one thing too. I don't know why. I was like, I think because like I already had the answer. I'm like, I already have the answer. I'm just gonna use it. I don't know why.
Yeah. No, that got on my nerves. I was like, bruh.
I will give the new generation though for Scarlet Violet and Sword and Shield. What they did with the gyms was something different.
It was interesting, I guess.
I thought that was kind of cool that they tried to do something different. Cause I remember the grass type for Scarlet Violet. It was like push something.
Bro, that
on
was
the other
boring.
side.
That was boring. It's
No,
just,
I'm not
literally
saying-
just push it like in a path.
I know it's like boring, but I could be like, I see you tried something different. Like I'm willing to give it props, even though it sucks. They tried something different with the gyms.
Yeah, I liked the challenger part of it. It's like you have to beat the challenge to fight the gym.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool.
Yeah, like do you remember?
Now that I think about it though, that's just like a regular gym though, but you're outside. You solve a puzzle, but it's outside, and then once you beat the puzzle, you just fight the gym leader. And then throughout the puzzle, there's trainers that you have to battle. So it's just a regular gym.
Well, the
so they didn't do
difference-
anything different.
Like,
they just
well, no, the
like,
difference-
like Sword and Shield. Do you remember the fairy gym for Sword and Shield?
with like
The old lady.
Yeah, with the old
Yeah.
lady where it was
Yeah.
like, I was like, I mean, this is kind of cool. Feels pretty lazy, but this is kind of cool. It's not your typical like figure your way around this building,
No,
decide or not to fight the other trainers.
Yeah, well, I think the difference is between the newer generation like puzzles and the old generation is like the old generation is actual puzzles, but in like the newer generations they're activities where you like
Oh, you're
they're like
activity,
mini
yeah.
games.
Yeah,
Like collect
they're
the
middle games,
ingredients.
Yeah, they're mini
Yeah.
games because the dice one you gotta like slide down a hill and shit.
Yeah. Yo, you know what I just remembered? The fucking
I didn't get that
I
far.
can't remember if it was
now I think
psychic or ghost type from generation. It was X and Y.
about it.
The
Inca?
house, and you like
Oh.
step on the teleporters.
Oh, that was
I
kinda
remember
cool.
that.
That was annoying. That got on my nerves. I was like, bruh, what are we doing here?
I remember going through this. I was like, I see. I'm in a different route. What if I go?
because it was
this
like,
way?
and it's like I don't know where I'm at.
I think
don't
like
know.
I don't even think I fumbled my way through it. I don't even know what you're supposed to figure out. I was just like, now I'm at the leader.
So you fumbled your way through it.
No, because I was like, I saw something. I was like, because the rooms are different, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Some of them are the same though.
oh, then fuck, I don't know how I got through then. Maybe I did.
So you fumbled through it.
Maybe I did
and then
fumble my way
you
through.
stumbled upon the gym leader.
Yeah,
You're like,
maybe.
oh.
Maybe I was like, oh, I knew you would be
That
here.
one got on my nerves too. 'Cause I spent a good like couple hours on that one. 'Cause I was like, I don't know where the fuck I am. I'm discombobulated.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Oh, something. Do you remember the Ghost of Black and White had something like that? I think like the ghost gym, it made it seem like the reality just broke around you. You had to like go. Like,
is there a ghost gym?
Huh?
Is there a ghost gym in Black and White?
That's what I think.
Is it a ghost gym or are you talking about the Elite Four?
No, I swear it was a ghost gym. I remember seeing. I was like, it was such a cool spectacle. I was like, whoa, the room around me is breaking, and it was kind of like the same where you got to teleport around.
Yeah. I do not remember.
But speaking of Elite Four,
was it in Black White?
That's
I never got deep into Black White.
I think it's
really?
Black White.
I only played Black 2, White 2.
I never played Black 2, White 2.
I mean, they're all the same gyms. I'm pretty sure.
The same gen, yeah. But
or
it's
same
like
gyms. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, it's because Black 2, White 2 is the continuation of Black.
You're
White.
right, because the first gym leader is your like friend. From,
it's your
like,
friend from Black White.
You're right. I don't
And
think there is
also
a good gym
Bianca's,
order.
like, older now.
There's not apparently.
I think it's a psychic gym. I remember there is a psychic gym where like there's like reality itself is like warping around you.
Oh, and you have to follow the paths.
I think so. And it's like this lady in this pink dress.
Yeah, she's like, shh. You have to like follow the right paths.
It was Gen 6.
Let me see.
That's psychic, right?
Is that the one you're referring to?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh well,
I'm talking about the one that was like trippy.
I know.
I think that's
me
the
and Tyler
trippy
talking about one. I can't remember.
No, this is the one I was talking about with
Was
the
it?
house.
Yeah.
This one is Gen. I want to say it's Gen 5, and Psychic.
Yeah, it's definitely a psychic one.
I just looked through the entire all the gym leaders. I don't think there's a psychic in Gen 5.
Not in Gen 5. Maybe it's Gen.
I think it's 6.
I don't know.
Maybe it's the Gen. So Gen 6. I think it's the Psychic gym. Yes, this is bitch Olympia.
Yeah.
And you have to
Were you hyped that Dunsparce got an evolution?
I didn't hate it as much as other people did because like that's the joke. Like, it's supposed to be mediocre.
Yeah.
I like how it has like there's 2 different forms. Yeah, we're talking about this girl, right? We're talking.
Yeah. I'm trying to look
her stage is crazy
She has
looking.
2 different forms. What's her other form?
Or we're talking about Dunsparce.
Oh, Dunsparce. Yeah.
Because he either has like the 2-bodied or like the rare 3-bodied.
Oh, 3.
It's just slightly longer.
Dude, that's something I realized. I didn't realize that there was more to like catching Pokemon than just like it being like because I remember
It was the one like this that had the pathways that you had to fall down.
I know you're done with
It was like a maze.
Yeah.
They're all different colors and stuff. That one was hard.
I remember entering the gym and like space around me. I'm like, where am I
I'm
right
like, alright, run them.
Fight me.
But speaking of cool stages, like the Elite Four and Gen 6, like as easy as Gen 6 was, I love the Elite Four and Gen 6 only because like
the stages changed.
Yeah, the stages changed.
Like the sword comes down and like the waves
That
are
was really
crashing.
cool, yeah.
The fire lights up.
I remember the kid like this is the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
The dragon head like swoops down. I'm like,
yeah, you had to climb the dragon. Yeah.
I'm like, this is so cool. I can't think of like another like that is like the most memorable like besides like Gen 1's like obvious like iconic Gen or Elite Four.
Elite 4.
I can't think of like another like
about.
that one is like engraved in my head only because of how
Like
cool
I know
it
like
was.
all the different like things like the smoke. It's like whoosh.
I wish they kept doing that. That was so cool.
Yeah. But they kind of went to like a different theme though, because after that they went to
6.
Sun and Moon.
Well, yeah, with Sun and Moon, like they don't have their society's building up. Like they don't have a champion.
Yeah.
They eventually got one because I think eventually like the professor became like a champion of that region.
Yeah.
Like they're like going towards that, and I think the same thing with like with Scarlet and Violet. There's like a champion rank, and like people are like nominated to be like the Elite Four. It's weird. Because like certain like gym leaders could be like Elite Four. I don't know. It was weird because I remember Larry was like Elite Four member.
That reminds me. I don't know if you watched the Nuzlocke. We were in this one area where there's like these 4 old guys, and we have the titles randomized. I fought the Elite Four.
Yeah.
I fought all members of the Elite, all 4 members of the Elite Four. Like they're all retired. They're like
That's kind of cool.
That was
like,
so cool.
One of them's like, I've never lost a battle in my life, and I'm like, that's crazy. And then one of them's like, I've never won a battle in my life. And then Devin's like, how could you be Elite Four? I was like, Devin, think about it. The guy before him never lost, and he was number 3. And then this guy's number 4. He never fought a battle. He's never won a battle in his life.
Wild. No, that's crazy.
His career is carried
And
with
the
the guy in front
the
of
one
him.
time that he did lose was probably to the champion, to become a champion.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Like unsuspected lore drop.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
nifty.
me and Tyler got lore going on in there. Freaking
Nuzlocke.
Randomizers.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I was just about to say something. I forgot it.
which you can watch almost
at Nubs9
almost every Friday at Tyler's channel.
almost.
And then also maybe eventually if we ever beat the game, because I don't want to start editing until until we finish a run. Once we finish a run, then it'll be like a weekly thing. Like I'll edit them all at once, have them all edited, all uploaded, and they'll all release weekly. And then while that's releasing, then our next run will be going live.
Yeah, because
Does that make sense?
You guys are going Gen, right? You got like
we're gonna do
after
generation,
every Gen.
So we're gonna go Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I want to start doing now like different games though. So like if you go Heart Gold, I go Soul Silver.
Are y'all
do that.
running the
Yeah.
same game?
Yeah, we're
Fire Red. Yeah.
We're both doing Fire Red.
Because I don't fuck with Leaf Green.
Why not?
Fire Red's just it, bro.
Dude.
like ever since I was like in like 6th grade, I got like I got a jailbroken iPod Touch, and I jailbroke my iPod Touch, and then I downloaded like GBA for iOS, and the first game I got put Fire Red, and I just played the fuck out of it. I got Red, and I'm like, I hate this. There's no color. Fire Red. And I just played the fuck out of Fire Red. That's all like. I don't know the levels anymore, but I used to like know every single level up moveset for Charmander. Like, cause I was like, I played it so much that I was like, oh yeah, so now I need to get Metal Claw. Okay, now's Ember, now's Metal Claw, and I just like got it all down.
Right.
Cause I always chose Charmander, and I still do to this day.
Well,
that's the only Gen 1's the only Gen like game where I pick the same starter every time. Because I don't really fuck with Bulbasaur, and like
I did.
Squirtle's okay.
I know, we know you did.
Is there like something you go for when you're picking the starters in the games?
The way they look, and then I tend to lean more towards fire starters on my first run.
Fire starters.
Same here, but like I usually do lean towards the fire starters unless like the fire starters is ass. Like this generation, I kind of didn't like the crocodile.
You didn't like Fuecoco?
Fuecoco.
I didn't.
I fuck with Fuecoco heavy.
And the cat.
Did you choose Quaxley?
No,
you
Jose
chose
chose
Quaxley.
Quaxley.
I was
Quaxley's ugly as fuck.
I was
Jose
a
chose
Quaxley till the day I die because the pre-evolution, the baby Pokemon Quaxley is cool.
He's cool, but they should have gone. They should have gone with the Navy line.
They should have done that.
Him being like some like gay bird.
To be honest, it is inspired by Spain and it has like Spain ties to it, and I get that. But think about it, you could have like Don Quixote. It writes itself. There's so many cool things it could have been, and it broke my heart. See, my boy, that middle stage evolution is ugly, and I was like, this is ugly. I don't like it. And it evolved again, and I don't think it's ugly, but like it's not for me. But Meowscarada is pretty cool.
That's kind of like not like the same. That's how I felt with Scorbunny. Because like I loved the first Evo, I loved the second Evo,
Raboot?
and then the third one's just like meh. It's basic.
I give you that
like the
because I think
middle
Raboot is like my favorite. Like when it comes to designs, I love his design. Like he has like the hoodie. I think
it's kept with it.
Yeah, I think it's Raboot.
But then they want to go to like a soccer player, which is fine. But
Yeah, because
it's
it's like Britain and all that.
yeah, but it's like, it made it look basic. And I also thought he should have had a dual typing. They should have all had dual typings.
Yeah, but knowing that would have been a firefighting. I don't want another firefighting.
No, like it should have been like fire electric would have been kind of cool.
Electric.
It would have been because it'd be
Fire
like on
electric.
like the bunny
It's
thing.
like Energizer Buddy.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a fire electric. Now think about it.
No.
That would have been kind of cool.
I'm
Ground
fucking.
types just fuck you up, but that's about it.
Yeah, 4 times against the ground.
Yeah. But then you can hit a water type, so.
True, you can't
They
hit a
can
water
hit you
type.
too.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess yeah.
I think I just go like, I like how you look, and I just take it. That was
Yeah,
how I
That's
was.
what I do. I like how you look, and
That's
that's
what I vibe with the most.
That's how like, with Grookey, I was like, you look good as your first evolution. Your second evolution, you look garbage. And the third, I was like, you look alright. I mean,
See,
I guess.
That's how I felt with I cannot think of the Froakie. Like
His
I thought
little,
Froakie was
yeah.
ugly, and then I saw Frogadier. I'm like, this motherfucker ugly. And that's
He's
what
a
Ninja,
Greninja.
I was like,
He ate. They ate with this
because
one.
I chose Chestnut as my first one.
Oh, I did too.
The little grass one.
yeah.
I chose him as my first one because I was like, he looks the coolest. And then like I started fighting. I'm like, Frogadier's ass. I'm better. And then I see Greninja. I'm like,
Yeah, I chose
I have to switch my
I chose Finnegan. I'll fuck with foxes in your fire. Look at this stupid little frog. Look at this chest thing. I don't want it. I want this fox. And it evolved. I was like,
what is this?
okay. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's a wizard. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And it evolved again to Delphox. I'm like, it's ugly. And that's a Greninja. I'm like,
I hate that it had a little stick. I wish I had a staff. That would have made it better. In my
yeah,
opinion.
it had the whole.
It had that
staff.
little. It was like.
Because like the middle stage, like okay, you have the little stage because you're still training, and I like how they started in his tail.
Yeah,
it has a cool design.
that was cool,
I like the
yeah.
middle stage, but Delphox is over.
It
Like,
also would have been cool if it was a staff, but it was also a broom.
yeah, Delphox is just underwhelming. And I saw like Greninja, like you said, I was like,
I was like, they ate. And then I saw that he has Protean, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get a Protean Greninja, and I did, and I was like, I win.
yeah.
I win.
They recently nerfed that. I didn't know Pokemon got nerfed. I didn't know that until like
Pokemon could
this
get
year.
nerfed?
I didn't know Pokemon games were nerfing Pokemon and doing like things. So,
They
like,
nerf from like between generations, yeah.
yeah, because like
Ah.
recently, I don't think any Pokemon can learn Moose Gold except the water fire type legendary Volcania. Yeah, Volcania. Which I didn't know that. That was just a patch. Like, yeah. I only knew that because I played Showdown.
Really? Because Pokemon used to learn Scold by level up.
Yep. I think like now, like
Or by TM, sorry.
yeah, I think now like you can't have a Pokemon that knows Gold. I think like now.
Why? Because of the burn?
I think the burn was just broken. I think
It's not
Pokemon,
even broken, it's just like a base 90. It's like Surf, but it can burn.
yeah, but 30% the burn.
Not that
Okay,
bad.
but
It's
when
30%.
compared to Pokemon where like things like Toxic Orb and stuff, or just
See,
like-
that's
or like Pokemon that have guts and stuff, like it's very relevant.
see, but the thing, they don't care about boosting yourself. But once your whole team is basically rendered useless, because burn, I hate burn is the most annoying side effect. Because once your Pokemon's burned,
it's also
he's
half
useless.
damage.
He literally can't
yeah,
do anything.
because it's half attack too, which is dumb.
The other thing is okay,
I know
speed.
that.
Okay, like yeah, that cucks me. But at least that Pokemon can still fight. Burning, I want to shoot myself when my Gliscopod gets burned. But at least then,
Yeah,
like,
because what do they take damage and then their attack is half.
Yeah, I didn't know their
which I
attack
think
was
is still
halved.
dumb. Like, there's no reason for it to be halved.
I always hate.
Yeah,
I always
it's so
hate
dumb.
freezing
I also
paralysis.
think that like fire type shouldn't be able to get burned. I think if that's your typing, like if you're a electric type, you shouldn't be able to get paralyzed. If you're a poison type, you shouldn't be able to get poisoned.
well,
If
that's
you're
the
a fire
thing.
type, you shouldn't be able to get
Electric
burned.
types can get paralyzed, and I think that was a recent thing. Like electric types can't get paralyzed anymore. But
Oh,
I think
really?
fire types can still get burned. If
I
I
think it's the
remember.
dumbest thing ever. I'm like, bro, you're fire.
If I think so, if I remember correctly.
Isn't there like a thing to absorb the fire? I thought they all had
Yeah, they have
something
like
that.
they have like flash fire, but not every Pokemon has. And plus, if you're in competitive Pokemon, flash fire is honestly not that good of ability. Because
Huh.
if someone knows that your Pokemon can have flash fire, they just won't hit it with a fire type move.
I mean, but it's
And
good for
also Scald's a
switching.
water type
You
move.
always do switch-ins for Flash Fire. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah.
But also Scald's a water type move.
Yeah.
True. Damn.
Because the day was the thing. Because I remember that was a gimmick for Embor. Embor was like the first fire type to like learn or like naturally learn a water type move, and his like move was Gold. I remember that was pretty cool. I'm like, oh yeah, Embor can learn a water type move. That's really cool.
Nifty. It helps them.
Oh, okay. Starting generation. Oh, okay. Fire types cannot be burned. Okay, cool. I didn't know.
Starting when?
Gen 3. Or
Gen 3?
apparently. I remember.
I distinctly remember having fire types that are just burnt, and I'm like, bruh,
Me
this
too,
is the
but-
dumbest thing ever.
I remember it wasn't always for electric types. I remember the electric thing. Like, yeah, you can't get paralyzed.
See, I thought it was just they couldn't be hit by like moves such as like Thunder Wave, but they could
That's
still
what I
get
thought.
paralyzed by like Thunder Punch or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I don't know. The rules of Pokemon always change, and like since like you're so used to like a certain thing, you don't know like what changes and whatnot. Like like the example I always use, like for the longest time, I thought like I tricked myself in believing Gengar had Levitate, but I didn't realize like he used to have Levitate.
Yeah, they used to.
and then like
changed
they
it, yeah.
nerfed,
So
they
it's
changed
broken.
it.
And I was so mad
I remember like is this a Mandela effect? I distinctly remember Gengar having Levitate
because they got rid of the ground type weakness.
Yeah, I didn't know like Pokemon was the type of game where they actively changing and nerfing things.
Yeah, that's why it's like has this ability in this generation.
I like, dang, we ate too much with this.
Yeah.
This combo too broken. What about Electros? I feel like Electros is like.
He's not
He's not
broken, though. He's a
broken.
glass cannon. And he also doesn't hit that
damn.
hard either. Like he hits hard because he's an electric type. Which
Yeah.
I mean,
hit hard.
you can teach him Focus Punch and Hone Claws.
Like he can be really good, but he's not broken because he doesn't resist anything. He just doesn't have anything super effective either.
Oh, okay.
And plus, you can also like gravity him, and then you can hit him with a ground type move.
Yeah, true. There's moves like that, like Smackdown and Gravity.
Smackdown, gravity, things like that, and
Yeah.
you can hit him with a. Well, I don't know about Smackdown because I think Smackdown removes flying type.
Yeah,
I
it
don't know if
doesn't, it
can
doesn't
hit
remove.
Levitate.
Actually, I think.
I'm not 100% on that one. I know it's like utilized to against mainly flying types, not against levitate, but like gravity for sure. Then you can hit him with a ground type. move.
Yeah.
Even then though, he's not very bulky, so
Yeah.
it's like you can just hit him with a move and he dies.
Oh, okay. So I was reading research on the Scold thing. They just removed Scold as a TM.
Okay. Yeah,
So
you
Pokemon
still
that could
level
learn
up.
it
Yeah.
could, but like you can't. Basically, like in Showdown, you just can't teach it that anywhere. So like it dramatically reduced the Pokemon that could like
Learn
use.
it. You have to learn it by
Scold.
level up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like an egg move?
I mean, so I think some Pokemon
Some
can
people
learn
learn it
it.
by level up.
Yeah. So I think Emboar still has it like just by nature because he can learn it, but like. Showdown's like, nah, bro. Scold is broken, and it is a really good water move. Not only do you get like a good base water move, but like it also 30% burn.
Yeah.
So annoying.
But you know what isn't annoying? Liking and subscribing and commenting on the channel.
Smooth.
Make sure you do all those things, and then go follow the second channel, and then go watch the Nuzlocke streams, and then go watch the TikToks, and maybe if that ever comes back, and then Twitter if that ever comes back, and anything else that we put out there. Go view it for your own pleasure. Bye bye.
See you.